All right. Welcome, everyone, to what is going to be, I think now what we're calling our season finale of Monster of the Week, because I think we've all decided that we're going to probably do a second season of this because there are a lot of unresolved issues and we're having a lot of fun with this. So, welcome to our season finale. And we're glad to have you with us. Sorry we started a little bit late. We're usually very timely and we never start late on this channel. Never happened in the history of this channel. Um, but just, of course, channel business. Just again, next week we've got another episode of Blood and Long Roads. Um, that group is doing a great job of just wandering right into messes and causing some beautiful messes of their own, and doing drugs and making drugs now, I think too. So they're having some fun. So tune in for that next Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they're making drugs. How about that? Um, I don't think y'all are gonna make any drugs tonight, but who knows what could happen? It's all up in the air.
It's not in the plan.
It's not in the plan, but no plan
Right.
survives contact with players, as they say. But yeah, I think being as it is, we'll kind of get right to it. I'll kind of go around the horn right here with our quick icebreaker that I like to do with this group. Going around the horn, just tell me. I think what I'll do is, of course, I'm Ian. I'm the keeper, maybe the perma GM, except that one time. And one thing that might be appropriate for this is, who is your favorite boss monster? And I think one of my favorite boss monsters right now was actually God of War's take on Balder. It was a fantastic boss fight because it took this amazing take on Balder where Balder was like driven insane by his own immortality. That was a fun boss fight. But
Oh,
yeah. CJ.
Hi everyone, I'm CJ. My pronouns are they, them. I'm playing Brynn, she, her, and I don't have a lot of commentary on it, but my one of my favorite villains slash boss fights is probably the Architect in Dragon Age,
hmm.
which I think is mainly in Awakening.
Yeah.
So like deep cut there, but the design, immaculate. Almost tried to do a costume of that once. And the story's pretty good. A lot of Dragon Age in my repertoire of favorite villains and boss monsters. The Brood Mother made me stay awake all night, and
Yep.
my roommate came down to me staring at the ceiling. So, like, love a good. I love something that combines something quite harrowing as far as like the fight and stuff because it pays off with really upsetting story or really good villain origins.
You almost made me change my mind. As soon as you said Dragon Age, I thought about the Brood Mother immediately.
The Broodmother was
Horrifying.
upsetting.
Upsetting. Yeah.
Really upset. Like so good because they put that like sort of almost psychological horror in there as well. So
Yeah. Yeah, Julia.
I'm Julia. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Asma tonight. And Asma's pronouns are she, they. And so I have two. First one, I just forgot. Parthenax. I know he's not like the big boss, but in Skyrim, I have never been able to finish the game because I can't. And then the other one is Jared from Labyrinth. And I don't think that needs an explanation.
He counts. He's still a boss.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
The cod
Anyway,
piece.
looking forward to tonight.
I have a fun fact about it.
Oh.
I do. I'm
We'll-
sorry.
We'll come
I
back
have
to it.
too many fun facts. I'll share it later. Yeah.
Type it in the chat.
Megan.
Oh, hi. I'm Megan. I'm playing Cyrena Delco, our spoopy tonight. And the past couple of times that we've played this game, funny enough, you can find me anywhere at Starweaver or at Starweaver underscore, depending on where you're looking for me. And my favorite big bad evil guy is one that I was trying to figure out, which is why I was vigorously shaking my head. Because I cannot think right now, but I am going to throw out Slade from Teen Titans because that's the first enemy that popped into my mind, and I think that's one of the first enemies that made me realize that I am attracted to the evil people in things. So it's a dual win.
Todd.
I'm gonna go back to video games. Mine is probably from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. When you play as one of the siblings, and spoilers if you haven't played, I guess you have to fight your sibling. So I played as Cassandra, and so I had to fight Deimos. And it's just a really epic battle because there's like emotion, and of having to fight your sibling who you thought was dead all of this time, and who was really just turned against you and all that you fight for. So yeah.
I didn't know that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Assassin's Creed.
Okay. Caroline.
Okay, hi. I'm Caroline. I'm playing Francine Wollstonecraft. My pronouns are she, they. Fran just goes by whatever. I guess she's also kind of an object. Is she really a person? Who knows? My favorite boss monster, I don't know. I don't play a lot of video games, so it's hard to say. Um I like I'm a I'm a sucker for Legend of Zelda, and I know that one of the most satisfying boss fights was my very first Legend of Zelda game, which was the Minish Cap, and destroying Vati is very satisfying in that. Um it's but like I don't know if I have a favorite boss monster. I mean, I have favorite monsters, but a boss monster, like, I don't know. I guess Ganon is a classic. Can't go wrong with Angry Pigman.
Ganon probably.
Um,
I would say that Ganon definitely gets the glow up award for Zelda enemy or for video game enemies, like from how he looked in the first Legend of Zelda versus like how he looks now.
He
is,
is
oh God,
is a significant
currently-
difference.
unrecognizable.
he is
I will
currently
say-
daddy. Like
I will say, favorite iteration of Ganon is Twilight Princess Ganon. Stupid hair and all, you can't go wrong.
My favorite iteration of Ganon specifically is the like early 90s Super NES Zelda dancing commercial from Japan.
What a deep cut.
That's so niche. I love it. It's horrific. I'll post it in the Beloved Nerds Discord server somewhere.
Okay. Zach.
Hi, I'm Zachary Vaudo. I am playing Theo Hart, your chosen author of the year. His pronouns are he, him, mine are any. Doesn't matter to me. You can find me on Twitter at YipItZach, Spotify at SneakerNet, and at the Crit Awards. I've been nominated for about 3 of them this year somehow. Thank you if you nominated me. If you didn't, now's your chance to vote for me. I don't know how I got here, but I'm grateful for it. As for
You deserve it.
as for
Come
the
on.
Thank you. As for the results, if we're talking like if we're putting like the monster in boss monster, I really do like Malice from Shadow of the Colossus because he's just really cool. It's just a giant mountain that fires lasers effectively. But if I'm taking the monster out of boss, I'm a sucker for creativity, and I really like Psycho Mantis from Metal Gear Solid just because you have to think creatively if you're going to beat him because he can read your mind. If I read your mind, I mean he can read your PlayStation. He can read your control inputs. He can read your game history. You have to outthink the computer program in order to win.
I remember.
good.
I remember that moment taunting you about your save games and
Uh-huh.
what's this guy doing? Yeah, that was a crazy boss fight too.
Actually, I just have to say I changed my answer to Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club.
Monica's a good one. Speaking of reading save files.
Ian,
I'm just watching the Legend
better?
of Zelda commercial.
Oh, say again.
is this better?
Yes, that sounds a little
Okay.
bit better. So yeah, we can
Okay.
hear you now. Okay. That being said, let's deal with our own boss.
The real boss was the feelings we had along the way.
Yes.
The real boss is our own insecurities.
Oops.
Let's set the scene. So, I can't recall exactly if you all had just kind of after the events of the burn book incident and defeating Victor Dalco, if you all had just kind of gone to bed.
I can tell you what happened. Don't worry, I remember. So Asuma had run off to finish chasing down the rest of the dudes, because she was getting the license to murder, and she was very happy. The license to kill, and she was very excited about that. So that left Cyrena, Brynn, Pearl, and Theo. The shop was covered in the viscera of the murdered, again, killed, it was in self-defense, cultists. And so Brynn invited everyone up to the house where she lives and where Theo's staying. So I guess technically she invited Cyrena and Pearl. Weird to invite someone who's already been given the permission and the guest bedroom. So at that point, Brynn had like a quick conversation with folks, offered her shower up to Pearl, which Pearl accepted because she was covered in the aforementioned viscera. Brynn and Theo sat opposite of Cyrena, who was going to do a reading. Brynn said, "Oh, do me next," and Cyrena was like, "I only have enough energy for one." And then Brynn said, "Yeah, okay, all right, cool. I'm gonna go to bed." And Brynn went to bed. Now, what we don't know, presumably Pearl showered and went home. We don't know if there's anything else with Pearl, Cyrena, or Theo, but at that point, Brynn went to bed. So that's where we left off.
Okay. So I suppose, does anyone else do anything before you, I don't know, call it a night?
I would actually love, Ian, if Cyrena could try to, when she's doing the reading for, I feel like it was Theo.
I was the only one left.
Yes, that's right. So when she's doing the reading for Theo, she's sort of shuffling the cards and her brows furrow and she just says, I don't think I can't see right now.
Is it too dark or?
Sorry, I just that's I mean, are you you I could see for you before. But I don't understand why. What did you do?
You're gonna have to narrow that one down.
I can't see for you. I, I could see before. For you, I know I could. But
I can't think of anything that's really changed, apart from the whammy that you put on your head, capping your third eye shut.
they're blank.
All of them.
They're
May I? Just reach out for the cards.
and she hands over the rest of her deck.
And I don't know if it's Ian that knows this or if it's you, the player, that knows this. Are the cards in fact blank, or can Cyrena just not see anything on them?
Is that? Can you not? Is that? Yeah. Are the cards blank?
I am going to say that the cards are now blank. Yeah.
Okay.
Or they appear to be blank.
Okay, so they are in fact physically blank now.
Yeah. She has done readings with cards before for people
Yep.
as a known thing. But they
Just
they're all blank.
just confirming how much I can actually see. So, well, this one's a little bit outside of my wheelhouse, but I'd have to say, unless someone's pulling a fast one on you and swapping your deck out, I would probably say that you limited your side a bit for the good of all. Well, it was that or a demon comes out of your head.
Well, I guess that's not the weirdest thing that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely not a good thing.
No. Why'd you think I did something?
Well, we all know that you're the special boy, you know? You're the chosen, I think you've been referred to as by multiple people that we've met, so it stands to reason, so I've heard, that's a term that people use, that it's quite likely that you're the one who did something.
Nah, see,
You're the
my
one who does weird things and messes things up.
now my brand of special is speak loud and swing a big sword. I'm not really the manipulate reality type.
Well, I don't know. You have a pen that turns into a sword. I feel like that's kind of manipulating reality, if I'm being completely honest.
It's kind of a one-trick pony, too, if you reverse it.
What? No, it doesn't matter. Okay.
But no, I'm getting at a larger point here. Something's happening with you, and you thought that I did it. This ain't the first time that that's happened. Not with me, but in general speaking, I think, and consider this friendly advice, I think you're gonna have to look a bit more inward as to what's going on with you, because
Yeah, continue. I'm so sorry.
no, you're good. You're totally good. You're clearly going through some changes that you're having some trouble getting a handle on, but I don't think that's anybody around you running that show.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
I didn't say wrong. I said doing.
Well, all I have done is exist with all of you. I haven't done anything different other than being around you all.
The feeling's mutual.
So I feel like this is not my fault.
Again, I didn't say fault. I said happened, changed, occurred, became, synonym. It's a
What's
thing
that?
that is. It's just a thing that is, dear. It's what you are having to experience right now, and it's not anything being
I'm having
done to you.
Oh, I'm having a synonym?
We'll stick with that. The point is that it's not something that is being done to you. This is, well, maybe it is, but it's not the fault of anybody in the immediate vicinity. It's not somebody casting a spell on you or
Are you
changing
sure?
your reality. I'm pretty certain because usually folks around here actually tend to own up to their shit when they do it, for better or for worse. Even if sometimes I wish they wouldn't own up to it, they do.
I'm so sorry. um I mean, I feel like you know more, so I'm just going to I think that what I'm usually supposed to do is just agree. I think that you're right.
Well, if you believe it, then absolutely. Look,
That's very true, I think. Yep.
look, you made a choice.
Sure.
It involved you putting a lid on yourself so
Yeah.
that worse things didn't happen, and there's going to be an outcome from that. It's not good or bad, it just
I mean,
is.
was me, closing things up, was that I feel like that was a good thing to do.
I'd agree.
Stop
The
bad
alternative
things from
considered,
happening.
but if this is the outcome of that, then action reaction.
Is that like something that you just came up with, or
Yes, I just came up with that.
Theo? Whenever I talk to you, I feel so much smarter, and I thank you. And she like pats Theo's shoulder and goes off. Goes back home. Thank you. This has been Cyrena discovering words.
Theo just sort of
Having
sits
a
and nods.
synonym.
I'm having a synonym.
Yep. Theo just sits and nods. I'm probably going to not go to bed until at least two things happen. One, I figure out if Pearl is staying or going because she was using the shower here. And two, I confirm whether or not Asuma is actually coming back after a licensed murder rampage. Once I've confirmed those two things, I'm going to bed.
Just realized that like Pearl has no clothes to change into. I do think Brynn would have probably set her up with something. Like, I don't think they have the same style, but maybe Brynn has like a maxi dress somewhere in the back
Here's
of
a
her
spare
closet.
moo just
You
to
don't
get
have
you
a spare
home.
moo-moo?
Yeah, she's got a moo in the back of her closet somewhere, probably given to her by Pearl like 15 years prior.
It's one of Pearl's moo actually.
It's the
So
most
that was
comfortable
here.
thing. You need to try these. These are the most comfortable. When you just need to relax at home, you put on one of these bad boys and you put your feet up and you just are in a world of comfort.
This is like
One of them
Like-
is Fran's.
roughly 16-year-old Brynn was like frustrated or upset about something, and Pearl was like, "You just put this on, darling. Let's have a cup of tea and we'll talk about it." And they sat on fucking Pearl's porch in moo drinking
The rocking
tea.
chairs.
And it's
Sweet tea.
You know,
Sweet.
and it's that moo.
Yeah.
Brynn's just kept it in the back
Aw.
of her closet.
Pearl like gets a little emotional about it, but puts it on. Comes back to Cyrena leaving, and it's just like somehow I just know that I'm glad to have missed all of that.
It was very educational.
Was it?
Mm.
I will I will choose to believe you.
I'm choosing to believe me too.
Well, today has been just a field of daisies. I'm gonna go home. And do we have a game plan on what's happening next?
Well, I think the game plan is probably to all come back here because we have assembled everything, and that means that whatever's going to happen is most likely going to come to us if it really doesn't want these things all assembled the way that we've got them assembled now.
I'm gonna go home and grab some new clothes, but I'm gonna come back because I feel like we shouldn't. I just feel like maybe something will happen, and I don't know when to set an alarm. And so if I'm here, then I can just be easily woken. So I'm gonna do that.
That's fair enough. Yeah, you can take the guest room if you need to sleep when you're back here. I ain't
Oh,
gonna stick you on one of the chairs downstairs.
I can sleep anywhere. In fact, I have a inflatable mattress back at my house that I can bring over,
No,
and
I
I will
can't
be
stop you.
just fine. And then Julie's.
All right.
There are definitely a couple of comfortable couches. I think there's probably only the one guest bedroom, but there's plenty of places for. Maybe there's a second guest bedroom. It's probably like one of those where there's a single bed somewhere, but it's been like covered in books.
There's also probably like a pull-out couch
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Brynn has forgotten is a pull-out couch because why the fuck would she need a pull-out couch?
Somebody opens up the couch. It's
Fran knows.
What?
She put it there.
That feels right. Yeah.
I don't know
there's
where Fran is right now, so that's beside the point.
There's a
Fran, if
decent
I
number of-
recall.
sorry,
Oh, go on.
Oh, I was just saying there's a decent number of space, but some of it is pull-out sofas that Brynn doesn't know about, and at least one bed buried under shit.
Fair. Fran, if I recall, is currently on Asima's hip inside of the Ood, wherever Asima may be.
Oh. No, she's just carrying me on her hip.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
she's got
doesn't
her-
kill.
She's coming home. She's got her ood slung on her back.
Mhm.
Her sword on the other side. She
Irina
walks
is
in.
just
She's
Looking through all
singing.
her books for synonym.
Synonym? You know what a synonym? It's not.
Oh, Cyrena's just doing that in
Oh.
her space. She's just like scouring her library.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So Asma walks in. She's singing a song. You know, walk into her ood room and like, oh, you're still up.
Happy hunting?
Well, I got me a lot of compost. Yeah, so
Good.
we did gardening later on.
Good, good. Pearl's gonna come on back and crash here. Sarina is having a moment dealing with the changes from this previous encounter, but I expect, yeah, she's well, I imagine sealing up a third eye tends to limit the vision, so she's having to contend with
Third eye
that,
blind.
to say the least. But
Bummer.
all that being said,
Push you and step up from that left.
no, copyright.
Sorry.
Now, all that being said, as I was saying to Pearl, I expect that now that we have everything all assembled back together, whoever didn't want it to be that way in the first place will probably be gunning for us. So
Yep.
we'll have to wait on that.
Can't wait.
Mhm.
Can't wait.
In the meantime, I am going to sleep. If you want to check on our girl in the box there, pointing at
In
the
the
ood.
ood, she's not in a box. She is
Yeah, it's kind of
safe and
kind of a
sound
box.
in a house in an ood. Anyway, if Pearl is taking your sleeping stage, you are welcome to. I have several rooms in my ood.
I appreciate it. She was absolutely insistent that she was not doing that, though. So perhaps she will take you up on that.
Well,
But I
she
appreciate it.
hope
All
you
right.
had fun with your sword.
That'll be tomorrow, I suppose. And Thea will head back upstairs and. Nope, roll too low. We'll consider knocking on the doors to see how Brynn is before just going like, nah, just heading back to go to bed. I rolled under, so going to bed.
Hold under what?
I used Monster of the Week rules. I did not roll a success, so I did not do the thing.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I won't mark experience for it, but that was just my decision making.
Fair. I do the same thing sometimes. Yeah. You gotta sometimes decide somehow, and sometimes you leave it up to RNGesus.
Kick ass to knock it on the door or a cool roll.
I think that's
Yeah.
is it cool?
I would say that's an act under pressure, yeah.
Act under pressure.
Mhm.
It's definitely not read a bad situation, nor is it
I don't
help
know.
out
It
or
might be
manipulate
read a
someone.
bad situation.
I will say, given the circumstance,
Investigate a mystery.
look, if we're gonna start applying modifiers to it, I am gonna mark experience on this
Yeah.
because I failed the roll.
Well, yeah.
But no,
I'm not the DM.
I relinquish myself from the scene.
All right.
Okay.
What else?
So I guess that's what happens tonight.
Great.
Is there anything with Asuma or Fran?
Fran, yeah.
I mean,
I'm totally game for that. I mostly just want to know if Fran has any chance to heal at all. Any of the not inconsiderable damage that she tanked from a chosen.
Generally, if you've been the way that it works, if you've been just kind of sitting around in the ood
Yeah.
for the entire day, you would heal all of that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I will update that so that I am not at half health.
Unless you don't want to for some reason.
No, she's actually, I think she was in the ood. She spent her time with a sewing kit and has been just repairing what stitching has come loose, waiting to feel that spark again.
Yeah, got in the bathtub with the toaster, just
I did find Asuma's bathing toaster, yes.
Yeah.
I think there are areas in the house that if you just go, oh man, I wish I had a bathing toaster, that one
Yeah,
would
man,
manifest.
like I turn around and there's just a perfectly finger-sized hole in like a magical outlet in the wall, and I just go,
Exactly.
oh.
It's like, Alexa, present an outlet.
Alexa, play Rock Lobster by the B-52s.
And there it goes.
So does that then close the evening out?
I don't have any particular role play that I need to do. I think Fran is largely, other than that, unless directly interacted with, standing still and not really doing much. She's gone back to her statue thing.
I think when Asuma returns, he doesn't want to disturb her. So she
Oh.
like
Doesn't want to disturb her from
Feelings.
her staring at a wall.
yeah. I mean, there's something happening. So
No.
well, there's energy happening. There's a transfer of energy from one
Okay.
place to another. Yeah. So so she puts on some like soothing, like healing music, if you want to call it music. It's like sounds.
Mm.
Yeah. And then and it goes like, hey girl, hey, I'm going to bed.
Oh.
Night.
Okay. Good night. Do you want me to stay here, or should I leave?
No, you should stay here and heal.
Okay.
And if there's anything that you need, just ask.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to sleep for a bit then. And then
Okay.
I guess we're all meeting back tomorrow. Go heal a bit. Something like that.
Okay.
You need like an alarm clock?
No, I don't sleep.
Right, but at some point you'll, you know.
We'll figure it out, I guess. I'll count the time. Okay, good night.
Good night. like
And
floats away.
yeah, it's just like laying there listening to the music, like, oh look, a clock. Great.
Why is it so
Okay,
awkward between them? That's weird.
Like, well, she didn't invite me to bed, so I guess I'm just laying on the floor here. Okay. Right. Do I need anything? No, I don't. I'm literally not a person. I don't need anything.
Well, in
I'm
that
just,
case,
all right. I exist
Asuma
here
sort
right
of,
now.
Like you can hear Asuma sort of like sleep away, and then she does stop, and she's like, "Have you ever seen my room?"
I have not. You have not shown me that, no, and we'll follow. Like, you can see the calculation of, this is what people do when they like someone. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please
Yes.
show me your room. It just immediately follows. And then it's very awkward in the room, like, this is a nice room. I wonder what people do in here. I guess sleep, probably. Huh.
What would you like to do?
Room stuff.
Room stuff.
That's actually what Fran says. She's like, room stuff. I don't know what happens here.
I would like to do the things that people do in rooms.
Dude.
I hate that this just makes me think of the Barbie movie, how Ken's like, can I sleep over?
Yeah.
And Barbie's like, and do what? And he's like,
Well, we're boyfriend girlfriend now.
We're boyfriend girlfriend.
No.
And it's like, yeah,
No.
it's like, I don't know what we're gonna
Actually,
do.
Oh, well, I
but,
don't
like,
want you here.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, no, we're good.
What do we... What do people do in these rooms?
Well,
I assume lose consciousness for several hours.
yes, that happens. And then other things happen. So as she's talking, she's like manifests like a tray with tea and other like pomegranates and delicious things, pawpaws and all kinds of neat fruit, and puts down, and here, let's have some fruit. This is fruit that is mechanical. So you can eat it.
Oh.
Did you say it's mechanical? Is that what I heard?
Mm-hmm.
Fran does not understand what that means, but it's just like, okay, and he starts eating it, and
It's like a clockwork thing.
Okay. Like, I'm not gonna like through the
I mean,
metal. No,
It
it's
has
fruit.
like, yeah, it's fruit.
Yeah.
It's fruit for a revenant. I guess. Is that what he says?
Okay. If that okay. Okay. And just starts eats it and is generally charming and quite awkward. When it's time for Asuma to go to sleep, it's just like, I'll stay here, and just like sits at the end of the bed.
No, you should here.
Okay. It's like lays down next to Asuma, just like stock still.
So that's also sort of means everyone says, okay, all right, let me explain.
Mm.
So I understand that. Okay, so now is the time that if we really had like feelings for each other, that we would act on these feelings. In this book. So here's this book that I have that we can look through it together and sort of figure out exactly what we want to try first.
Is that the fucking Kama Sutra that you have there?
Probably.
The night before the fucking apocalypse, like
This is when you do the
What
romance
else?
scenes.
Right?
Fran looks
true,
at the book
actually.
and she goes, "Oh,
It's a gin version. I mean, there are all manners of bodies and forms, and it's the gin version.
Everything is on fire.
she leafs through like page one. She's like,
Everything's on
we
fire.
should do this one, and it's like kissing, and then she like
Right.
goes to like 3/5 through the book and goes, and then we should do this one.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I-
pretty
And
sure
then like
that
leaves
because
back through
of
like
my
this, and then
because
this,
of
and
my
this, and this, and
mechanical
this.
makeup, I think that I can actually do that position without feeling any pain whatsoever.
She's
Nasuma's
not
like,
she's not mechanical. She's not a robot. She is made of flesh and some fucked up other shit where organs should be, but like
okay, because of my
she
magic.
is made of flesh.
This one's particularly fun if one does not want to wear their legs. I'm very fond of this.
Would that be your legs? I can't reattach mine if they are taken off.
No. I will. I haven't worn them all
Okay.
evening. I've been floating around, so I don't feel like. I wear
Yes,
legs.
this one, and then that one, and this one, and that
Yeah.
one, and then this one, and that one, and this one takes pomegranates. So let's do that. Like, is flipping back and forth, like
Oh.
making a whole itinerary.
Yes, we should do that one for breakfast.
Smart. Let's set
Right.
an alarm for the morning.
Let's,
We might lose track of time.
We might. Yeah, I was thinking we probably wouldn't sleep such a good talk.
And then they fade to black. When the ood comes a rockin'.
There's just a sock on the like the head
on,
of the
on one of
ood.
the tuning pegs.
One of the tuning nods, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
It actually turns gray and they're the strings. It looks like it's stone. So there's like,
Oh.
do not disturb. Don't knock. Don't. You can't knock. Don't. So, yeah. Gotta lock the ood every once in a while, you know.
Lot the ood.
I'm just looking at the Twitch chat and my god.
Oh,
Thank
no.
you
Y'all.
both so much for deciding, yeah, I am gonna do that trope and going for it.
Bless you.
Yeah.
I love you all so much.
It's the end of the world. Let's have sex.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel so much better than fine.
So fucking good.
So fine.
I feel better than I ever have before.
Anyway, so after your sex marathon,
Yeah, so
what happens
Hey.
to
The
the
alarm-
end of the world?
the alarm goes off at 6 and nobody gets up.
Except for no, sorry.
Fran's awake.
I'm gonna say that, like, yeah, that
They set an alarm. They go. They get up. They leave the ood. Fran looks
I would say
fine.
that yeah, probably kind of late morning. Everyone kind of feels a sensation of everything I'm gonna say is gonna sound wrong. Every time, every word that I try to pick out, to
Yeah,
say
you are.
next is just
Following up
work.
the sex marathon.
Oh, I
why
thought
I'm
that's
going
what
to-
like that's the feeling we had. Like,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Yeah. So it's just like that the world. It's just like I was gonna say that the world, you know, the world feels like, you know, that something's boiling over, something's a little bit hotter, just everything I was gonna say that was gonna sound like, you know, the end times just sounds
So-
like
What you're trying to say is
June.
something's coming.
We are at the climax of the story.
yeah. See, nothing I can say
Hey,
works.
chat, can I get a yeah?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Back in the
So-
hole.
Just
Something's coming, and it's not one of us.
For the first
Currently.
time in
Nope.
7 hours.
Heyo.
Yeah.
something's coming. It's the end, the climax of the story.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, it's yeah, it's sort of a feeling that kind of draws everybody back to the shop, and maybe that's when you all kind of are gathered in the, I don't know, maybe the main area of the shop.
Yeah.
Brynn isn't.
What?
Brynn isn't.
Brynn isn't.
Wait, isn't in the shop?
No, well, isn't in the main area of the shop. Her door's
I'd
been
just
closed
go
all
looking.
morning.
I go upstairs, check kitchen, knock on the bedroom door.
I guess if you knocked on the door, Brynn would be like, there's like a kind of sleepy voice. It's like, who is it?
Fran,
Oh, yes?
are you feeling well?
There's like a long pause.
If it is one of your unwell days, then you will have another dentist appointment or something.
There's like a kind of she's no it's sort of the end of the world, isn't it? Feels like it's the end of the world.
Well,
As we know it.
I do feel fine. Fran says I wouldn't know personally because I've never been through one before, but it does currently feel like it is Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, at least that's everywhere and not just me. I'll
You are not having hot flashes.
good. Yeah,
Coffee is
I'll-
on.
okay. Thanks for checking on me.
Okay.
She doesn't.
And-
I think she doesn't get up and answer the door at this point. But
No.
like narratively from inside, she's like trying to get up.
Yeah, there's, Fran trusts Brynn to either say like, oh no, I'm not leaving the bed today, or like this is not one of my good, this is a bad day. This is not a good day. Like, Fran be like, oh well, she's at a dentist appointment. Go away, everyone, fuck off. But it's just like, all right, well, she'll come down or she won't. We have coffee.
The promise of coffee is, yeah.
Fran steps back up to the top of the stairs and tea. And goes back down.
You have a little fan that's just like blowing the smell of the coffee and or tea towards Brynn's room. So that
oh man,
Brynn
no,
is
not
interested.
Rose. She's
that's
not
a
here.
Throwback.
Fuck.
God, I don't know why. It's been so long.
Because
would be
Roe is
whiskey.
always a disaster, but
That's
it's
true.
a different. But it would have been, yeah. It would be this stuff, not.
It would be whiskey. Yeah,
This
it
stuff.
wouldn't be tea.
Does Brynn eventually join us?
I'm gonna have a think about that. If you guys want to
Okay.
start, it's definitely gonna take. She's not
Okay.
quick. Yeah.
Cyrena also went home and she usually doesn't come in until around like noon. So, don't expect to see her until a little bit later either. Unless necessary. Or called.
So Pearl wakes up and is probably like helping make breakfast and whatnot. And I imagine that she's like kind of an early riser anyway. And he kind of hears like that conversation between Fran and Brynn, and Lee doesn't push or anything. Keeps whatever. What is the like situation like if we looked out the window?
Situation outside is very similar to the situation as has been in the past few days. So there's still an eclipse.
It looks like it's getting worse.
Well, the eclipse isn't getting worse. It's just still in a full eclipse, and it's been
Very
an eclipse
dark.
for
Just the outside isn't. Is it getting worse or is it just the same?
the outside is. I mean, there's still visible walking dead people that have been out there. The creeks are running red with what appears to be blood. There's maybe the occasional quake of the earth. But other than the heat, nothing appears to be getting worse, particularly.
Gotcha. Besides like the impending doom feeling.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Pearl, what's Theo doing right now? Is he up with them or?
So I imagine that Theo got up, like prepped all of his stuff, stepped out of the guest room, saw Fran like already like talking to the door for Brynn and went, all right, and went downstairs. It's like, well, that's taken care of, so I'll go down here. Looking outside to prep and stuff, and Keeper, I want to do something that I really should have thought about doing a while ago, but it only just occurred to me. I'm going to do this I'm going to have this conversation as casually as possible, but I want to call my agent, who is not in this town, and just see how things are going over there. I'm trying to gauge, like, hey, is it the end of the world over there for you too? Without outright saying it. Because it has just occurred to me and to Theo, is this localized? Or is this the world is ending?
It's a localized end of the world.
I'm just saying, like, I just noticed I haven't, like, there's not really like any like news reports or whatnot. We're just seeing what's around here. So I'm just gonna like call my agent who is not in this state at all. And I'm having just a general like, how's your day going conversation, checking in sort of stuff. Because I also paused my book tour, so should check in.
Okay. Yeah, you call him up. It's like, Hart, where the hell are you?
Oh, I'm still I'm still at the last stop on the book tour. Over at the over at the shop I've got a share in. You know the one. Been doing some business over here, working on the next book. In the meantime, though, so not working.
Yeah,
I've been here for I've been here for a minute.
I'm reading about some weird stuff going on over there.
Yeah, it's a hell of a time over here. How's stuff over with you?
Sunny, bright. I mean, but whatever's going on over there has got everybody worried.
Mm-hmm.
Localized
Yeah.
eclipses and what?
It's a thing. Hell of inspiration though. This next book's gonna be fire.
I hope so. I'd get the hell out of there if I were you.
Yeah, I think as soon as I wrap stuff up here, probably gonna head on back home for a little bit and get some more hunkering down on this tech stuff going. But there's a mess of inspiration over here, man. I gotta tell you, I did miss it. All right, y'all take care, and I will keep you posted.
All right, give me a call if you need anything.
Absolutely. Let's hang up and just string of curses as we walk back over to Pearl. Just go, I should have called him a long time ago to sort this out. But, well, I don't know if it's better or worse, but it's not the end of the world. On account of the whole rest of the world has no idea that any of this shit's happening. It's just the end of the world in the city limits, I guess.
Just the end of Brindlewood, I guess.
I suppose. That, and I'll just point it outside of the sun, that is not happening across state lines at the moment.
Well, that is a little troublesome. I suppose. Well, I mean, not to make assumptions, but I suppose if we let it get worse, it might spread.
It might, but it certainly does simplify things in the fact that we don't have to worry about all this happening everywhere else right now. We just have to worry about what's right in front of our noses.
Very true. Very true.
A local apocalypse.
Local apocalypse.
While you're kind of speaking to each other, there's one of those Christmas snow globes sitting on the desk.
Mm-hmm.
And it begins to, it just suddenly kind of bubbles.
Fran just picks it up, then holds it out at arm's length, but is examining it. Is it boiling or is it
it is getting hotter?
Ow,
and the
hot.
water in it is starting to boil.
Ooh, oh no.
I
take that outside.
Yeah, I might want to do that. Seeing that, I am gonna
Grammatically appropriate time for Cyrena to walk in the door.
Perfect.
Yeah, Fran just holding this boiling tchotchke, and it's just I need to put this outside before the glass explodes.
And yeah, as you're taking outside, you see the adorable little Christmas village inside the snow globe burst into flames.
In the water that's boiling.
The water is basically boiling off, and strangely, the snow globe does not explode.
So it's just a whole bunch of steam inside of there.
Here.
Is that brindlewood in that snow globe?
Oh God, is it?
No, it does not appear to be.
Oh, okay.
You know, it appears to be maybe like an old version of like Ober-Gatlinburg or something. Just it's an old snow globe, but would be sold in the antique shop it's like a tchotchke. And yeah, it's now kind of on fire. And Cyrene, you walk, and you're just kind of standing here with the tiny Christmas village on fire inside of a snow globe.
What if they put it on ice?
And it's starting to cool off now, despite being still on fire.
Well, it's not gonna explode probably, but the town is on fire. And just sets it down.
And that's when you see a tiny Fragor inside of it.
Oh, hey.
Kind of waving his arms.
I wave at him back like, oh, hi.
Oh, should we get him out?
Take me back inside.
Go back inside. I set him down on back where everyone else is, and I set him on the counter.
Is that?
That's a Fragor in there. Do you need help getting out of there, or can you hear me?
No, I'm staying in here.
But the town is on fire in there.
That's quite nice now.
What? Wait, so we can hear?
You can hear him, yes.
Okay.
Wait,
Why are you inside? Yeah. Why?
These are difficult times, and manifesting more physically is more difficult for me.
Okay.
You know what? And Theo just immediately walks away up the stairs, and despite seeing what happens, like, okay, now apparently we're having a meeting, so I just immediately go and just knock on Brynn's door. As she's the only one that's not down there at that point. And a demon just appeared in a snow globe. So just right back to the door.
Yeah, I think there's kind of some shuffling around, and Brynn's like, sorry, yeah, I'm coming.
Well, if you come on quick, you can see a demon in a snow globe.
The door cracks open, and just fully like, I think Brynn is still like maybe in a house coat, like it's not like she hasn't gotten ready yet, and she goes, a demon in a snow globe?
Yeah, apparently Fragor's taken up residence.
Yeah, this I've got to see.
Right.
So I heard there's coffee?
There is coffee, for now. But there will be later, too.
Great.
We'll see you
And
then.
we'll just like shuffle. We'll like shuffle out and like close the door behind her.
Alright, come on.
I love that Brynn is effectively kind of just an old lady in like a younger woman's body.
Oh,
Emotionally,
So
she
good.
is at
Mood.
least as old as Pearl.
Yeah.
That's why they get along.
Yes,
Besties.
actually.
I think that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ty.
They feel each other on the spiritual.
I was also gonna say that other than like, I mean, effectively on a sociological level, that other than her uncle, I feel like Pearl's kind of the other person that raised Brynn, and not necessarily in a was there 24/7 all year round kind of way, but you know those people who are influential to the person you become.
In the way that like you have like that favorite teacher or person like at school, like at a place that you spend just as much if not more time than home, sort of.
Yeah.
You develop that bond with.
Of course.
Yeah, that's why they get on. That's one of the reasons why they get on so well. But I mean, they got on then, and then Brynn's seen Pearl every year for the whole summer since she was like a kid. So it makes sense.
Yeah, I will lead Brynn back downstairs and rejoin the group, and we'll just walk up to the snow globe and just very light tap tap on the glass with the pen and just go, alright, gang's all here. What's going on?
Well, I'm afraid we're running out of time.
Yeah, no shit.
You think?
So, I suspect you've gathered all the items.
Mm-hmm.
That we're aware of? Yep.
It's good. And this is where it becomes difficult, I'm afraid.
Oh, just now.
Well, so the problem is of course, I've said it's difficult for me to help you because I'm sort of betraying my own kind on all of this, and B, well, heaven and hell have an arrangement on this sort of things. One of us interferes too much, the other one steps in.
Are you suggesting that an angel would try to oppose us because a demon is helping us?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm suggesting.
Oh, great.
So that works in your favor, though, as well, is that it means that hell can't send too much at you. Lest
Well-
they send say, Michael or Gabriel down your way.
You know, that weirdly makes me feel better. But all that being said, where does that leave us right now?
Well, I think we need to see what Cheryl Shipton knows. Brynn, do you still have his will?
Yeah, of course. Like,
I'll get it. I think it's in the safe.
yeah.
She goes and brings the will and hands it to Brynn. It's probably still folded up with a popped seal on it because Cyril was the kind of man that needlessly put wax seals on things.
Absolutely. Yes.
There's
There's a part of this family that is the same person. It's fine.
Yes. Listen, Brynn got it from somewhere.
Yep. Effectively, I've just said, which
Yeah.
I think now is starting to prove more and more true. Brynn is a product of Pearl and Cyril.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brynn will.
That's
Open it up.
squid.
Now, if I'm to
Not
understand,
actually a product.
if I understand
kind of-
correctly, Brynn, the back of it is quite blank, correct?
Yes. Well, usually you don't double. Actually, I don't know. I don't have a
You
will.
don't double side wills.
You don't
Okay.
double side wills. Yes, you don't.
No,
Oh.
we humans don't.
Humans don't, correct.
Of course. Okay, sure. And she's gonna flip the will over. How do I see it?
Asima, set it on fire.
You could say please.
Yeah, right?
She's also not a fire djinn. We have lighters.
It is
No, no,
kinda
no, no,
fun,
no,
though.
do not use a lighter. We need
Oh,
infernal
please.
flame.
Excuse me? I don't have infernal flame.
It's probably close enough for this.
All right. Oh wait, I do have a way to get infernal flame. Hang on.
Please don't explode the entire shop.
I'm not even gonna put it all the way on. Just gonna
Well, at least one of your old flames was infernal.
touche, and that doesn't mean that I am.
Fuck, that one got me.
Anyway. So there. Put it on the left hand. It should work. Not be too infernal.
The red left hand of doom.
And as you do that, the writing on the front of the will disappears, and new writing appears on the back of the will, which I've sent to Brynn in Discord.
All right. So she's got this will in her hand. She's kind of scanning it over for a second, and then she's kind of realizes that she's just standing there reading, while everyone presumably stares at her. And she goes, it says, if you're reading this, obviously I'm not only dead, but a specific set of circumstances has occurred, and quite possibly the world is ending. You, my favorite niece, must make sure this does not happen. First, I can almost guarantee if you are reading this that my dear friend Fran is responsible for my death. And you must forgive them. You will need their help, and the scheming of our ancestors have controlled them and us for far too long. I suspect the Victor Dalco has arisen and will take control of Fran to destroy me and move the items out of my shop. Give Fran the chance to free themselves and redeem. And like, she'll take a second. She just looks up at Fran and she says, a long time ago, our ancestors and the ancestors of several other magical lineages made a deal with the legions of hell to save themselves from certain doom. It gave them great power, but also chained them to the plots of Lucifer. You find yourself enmeshed in one of these plots, in which a set of items is tied to a specific end of days. 7 items tied to 7 sins, when not together release the chains on a great beast lying under the mountains. Only the fire of a djinn need awaken it, and I suspect an old friend Asima might have accidentally been involved here. Caution her, she means well. I wish none of this had come to you, but I know of no one better to save the world. Trust in your friends, because only all of you together can destroy the evils of our lineages. I love you, and make hell pay. P.S. The final bit of information is hidden amongst some items special only to you. That's what it says.
Pearl will come over and like first like give her a little like pat on the shoulder, but then like slowly like bring her in for a hug, and just like
She's,
stays there for a moment.
you can tell she's kind of like barely holding it together, I think. Special only to me. Books?
Oh. It does look like Cyril entrusted the shop to the right person then. He had this all planned out.
I think that's more him than me, right?
He had faith in you, and that says loads.
You two are so similar personality-wise. I need a minute because I left something in the oven. I have a dentist appointment, and walks out of the room. There are, where she was standing on the ground, several large, what you would assume to be teardrops. Just has left the room.
We go after her. Should we give her a minute?
You can hear
Siren.
you watch her in the other room. She's just standing in a different room. like hasn't gone anywhere.
Cyrena does instantly like go, like you can see when Cyril, or when you read the part where Cyril says that like Victor Delco might have done something, and then specifically the part where Francine might be responsible, you can see there's like a very definitive shift in Cyrena's like composure. And the second that Fran walks off, Cyrena follows after her to go and speak with her.
Figured out then.
So,
Oh yeah, you're still
smart.
here.
God damn it! I'm trying to have an emotional bit. Just, oh yeah, you're still here. So weakly, like. Oh yeah, this fucker.
That's
I'm
accurate.
sorry, Ian. I love that you're here.
Oh yeah, you're still here, fucker.
Well, it's a hell of a lot more to work with than what we had before, but that would have probably been helpful real early on in the process as
Yeah,
well.
I agree.
Well, had I known, I would have told you.
What the hell clued you in?
Well, understand that I didn't make all of these items.
Uh-huh. What told you about the will and the fire revealing this information?
Well, it took a bit of thinking, a bit of going through some archives in hell, going through... Look, I don't like to do a lot of work. I'm the Prince of Sloth.
All right. Well,
Oh.
now we know that. So,
Thank you for
The-
doing the work.
the secret lies in something important to you, Brynn.
Yeah. I mean, I think he might have underestimated this place and himself because there's a lot that's important to me here.
Well, that could be that too.
I need to start looking.
Mhm.
Do you have anything else for us? Prager. It's not your name.
Sounds like an investigative mystery roll.
I mean, you could...
You could.
That's just like... You could address me as Belphegor if you wish. Breaker's fine too. But,
How about Bell? For short.
yeah, okay. I suppose what I could do, I can't aid you in what's to come, but I could provide something.
Something?
I don't know. What would you want?
Do you mean aside from help?
A blessing or a... gross.
Stop. Listen. You do not grant wishes.
No, I don't grant wishes.
So don't. So give us a blessing. We don't want this motherfucker's blessing.
Well,
Blessings of a demon seem a bit odd anyway, but I think we could certainly use whatever help we could get.
Well, I mean, I will say that I haven't really been able to see since closing that gate, so maybe a new deal could be struck.
No, not with me. I mean, that's not my department.
Oh,
That's,
what do you do then? Well, I mean, aside from telling us really vague things and then letting us go out and then afterwards telling us exactly what's going on, because you're really good at that. So I just expect that perhaps maybe you're good with the site a little bit.
Well, I used to not be so vague. I used to be very specific. And that's how, you know that cane over there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that happened.
You make one small mistake and then you just decide you're gonna be vague for the rest of your life.
Candy
Even
Crush. Candy Crush was my fault too.
There are worse things, like the end of the world,
Well, I'm trying to.
or
help with that.
Brindlewood, I suppose.
Look, friend, I'm really grateful that you are offering to help, but we're kind of we're at a bit of an impasse in terms of what to do, and this is not really helping. And I'm restraining myself from shaking that thing right now just to speed things along. So, like, do you have any input on what would be the most helpful thing with here right now?
Maybe I could charm you.
All right, I'm gonna start looking around. Frager, thank you for the information. I appreciate it. Be safe out there, I guess. And like Brynn just turns around, first like beelines for wherever there was coffee, pours herself a coffee, and then just starts like shuffling around the shop, looking through things. Which I will do investigate a mystery when there's a good narrative pause for me to do so.
Armor?
Pearl will join.
weapon?
Pearl will join in the looking because if not, she will also shake the glass. The snowflake.
You're charming, or
I mean,
what about a
something
weapon?
you could help with.
Yeah, this out of character is sounding like we could get some magical weapons and or armor, which could be very helpful for the people that don't have magical weapons and or armor.
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning
Take the
on.
deal.
That's what I'm leaning on with that. It's like, go on, elaborate. What charm and how, or weapon what?
So my concern is that as soon as I think Cyril might have figured out how to end this,
All right.
and as soon as you execute whatever that is, they may try to come for you. Meaning hell. Minor agents of hell, of course, but hell.
Sure.
So it would be good to be prepared for that. I could give you something for that.
How much could we get from you without it seeming like you are interfering?
Not much. But, maybe a ward or some armor or...
Armor would be good. Roll with me on this one. What if I was to make a deal with you? External of what's going on here in exchange for more. Something a bit more up your alley.
Go on.
That sounds like a great idea.
You're
One of the
You're
best
the,
bad ideas ever.
the overlord of sloth, yes? Your productivity is not exactly your bag. You prefer the delay.
Yes.
Huh. Maybe it's small fries, but what if I agree to postpone my next book? What can I get for that?
Well, your books keep a lot of shut-its from going outside.
Are you saying you prefer for me to do more work?
I do.
All right. Well, then let's flip it. How soon do I name my next book out for us to get more out of you?
All right. within the next year then.
Easy. Done. What can we get?
And I'll give you all armor.
Sounds good to me. And I'll just like put my finger on the on the glass in lieu of a handshake, just like a fingerprint on the warm glass.
And yeah, you feel like it might have burned your fingerprint off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if that was a good idea, Hart, but all right.
That was a terrible idea. So y'all are all on my case for talking to the Almighty. And here you go, making a deal with a known devil. A known devil. For armor.
I just look and say very quietly to Asuma, yeah, a deal for something I was already going to do. You think I don't have that book halfway written already?
But that's not the point. There's always a catch. Even if you had tried to make a deal with me, which we call a wish, there would have been a catch.
Okay, well.
Probably not as bad as the catch that you're going to have to deal with
I can
this
still
dude.
hear you.
No,
I
I'm
know,
not concerned about that.
I
so.
appreciate it because it's so incredibly lazy and I love it. Anyway, those of you approach, and he begins to chant in what sounds like Latin.
I'm gonna call over for Brynn and Pearl. Actually, I will like walk over to them and tap them. Really quick, just to, just to interrupt. Delphagor's got something for y'all back there. I'll just gesture them back over.
Right.
And he's-
Friend.
Oh, Fran turns around and is like, yes. And walks over, just kind of like, has tissues.
Yeah, Belphegor's got some fancy armor if you want it.
Oh,
If you
Okay.
want it.
I know how to take advantage of it.
Go for it then. I'll gesture them over.
Yep.
and then go sort and then I'm gonna go sort all of my writing stuff, and by sort I mean remove it from this area and put it somewhere that maybe it won't explode, so I can actually do my work.
Okay, so he chants something like in Inverness knowledge, and like the building shakes, and you all kind of see like what appear to be kind of like infernal runes appearing on your clothing, and they get hot for a second, but then they disappear. Well, that should do the trick. All right, well, good luck.
Wait, are we naked or did you?
No.
No,
was
no, no.
like be replaced with armor.
No, the runes just appeared on our clothes.
Oh, the rune. Sorry, I thought you meant the clothes disappeared, and I was like,
No, the runes disappeared.
No, the runes disappear. he
think
he
Asuma
steals
was
your
with it.
clothes.
I think
This
Asuma's in
ain't
the
that
other
kind of
room.
monster of the week.
Asuma wanted no part of it.
Yeah, so he does that, and you are Asuma already has armor, so you're good. Anyway, so yeah.
Listen, I'm taking more armor. Fuck it. Make me the tankiest.
So-
all right. Well, I suppose we should get this over with.
So he says, I would make peace with whatever, because I'm assuming this is not going to be easy. Good luck.
Well, it's this or the world ends, so I guess we're gonna have to be at peace with it. Thank you.
I'm with you. I'd prefer the world not ending. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
The little tiny Christmas village stops burning. And the pretend snow falls again.
Well, that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen a snow globe do.
If
I'll come back in from putting my stuff up. Let's go. You guys all set?
Well, I believe that we should find that thing. That
Yes.
will help us.
Yes, Bryn, I was thinking you spent a whole lot of childhood years here, so I would assume that if it's something that's important to you, it might be something that was important to you while you were still visiting Cyril.
Yeah. I'll have a look. It's
Might narrow the playing field a bit.
yeah, that the third the office with the single bed. That was where I used to stay. I'm gonna go have a look.
Yeah.
And she's gonna shuffle up into the office. Can I do? I'm gonna investigate a mystery. I would say feels right. I also do have Occam's broadsword, but I think that's more once we've,
Or for narrative purposes, you can even just tell me the item
Yeah.
that is, an item that was connected between Brynn and Cyril that you gravitate towards.
Yeah. So, I think Brynn has something in mind when she goes up there. She's not sure if that's the answer, but it's one of those like, it's the first thing I think of, so perhaps it is. And she doesn't know where it is yet. Things got moved around a lot when she moved in, and she starts moving books off the bed, or moving boxes of books off the bed, and looking through them, and she can't quite find it. And then she turns around, and there on one of the bookshelves is a massive, one could almost call it an almanac. It's something that belonged to Cyril and had a lot of factual information, like things about different countries, about different plants, about little bits of just about any knowledge. But and some of it's dated because Cyril had this since he was young. But the thing that's really notable about it to Brynn is that ever since Cyril was young, he's annotated it. And so Brynn remembers being young and reading through the almanac, but also getting to read everything that Cyril's thought about everything in that massive almanac since he was 14, 16. And so it was probably her favorite. And she kind of opens that up and just leaves through, and whether or not the information is there, she's just lost for a minute in that.
And as you're kind of turning the pages on that, that's when a series of unattached pages not from the almanac fall out of it onto the floor.
She kind of pauses and closes the book, sets it on the desk there. That's despite the fact that the rest of the room is a mess of boxes and things piled up, the desk is clean and set perfectly and dusty because it hasn't been touched since he died. But she puts the almanac down on the desk and she bends down to pick up these papers, hoping that she's not going to spend the rest of the afternoon tearing apart the entire house, hoping that the papers were there because he knew she'd look there. And not like he just had a receipt that he accidentally stuffed in there.
Yeah, and you see, the first page you see is like a, the dimensions for a shelf that looks like the shelf that was downstairs, with very specific placements for certain things. A couple of the pages have dimensions and descriptions of the various antiques that you've drawn together. But again, only 6 of them. And then a lot of question marks next to pride. And then on the final page, you see what appears to be a diagram with a large circle with 6 of the sins in a big circle, pride in the center of the circle, and some notes to the side that like pride is the catalyst, pride is the key, and then what appears to be 3 individuals at the edge of the circles, almost in like what would create a triangle with pride, and the 3 dots that appear to be individuals are marked Shipton, Sterling, and Dalco. And there's sort of these very mathematical calculations that are sort of implying that something is supposed to happen. But there's all these other kind of scribbled notes that imply that in order for the artifacts to be destroyed, they all have to be brought together, activated to their full power, and then destroyed.
Okay. Thank you, Uncle. And she's gonna, she takes the papers. She hurries out of the office. She pops into a room to grab the backpack with all of the artifacts in it and slings it over her shoulder, and then kind of like looks down and realizes she's still fully in her house coat. So, and just goes back downstairs anyway. And I found them. I found them. Here.
All right.
Just hands them over, but then she starts explaining to them. Okay. These calculations are where things need to go and how they need to go. We've got the 6 different. Artifacts in the backpack right now. We'll need to place them. The way he's drawn it all out already. We don't have to figure any of it out. And we need it says pride is the catalyst, pride is the key. I think what he means by this is that we need to activate all of the items, and we can do that by well, I think it's us. And she points to the part that says Shipton, Dalco, Sterling. I think it's us.
Fran.
Yes. What?
And Fran.
Maybe.
What? Okay, first, Brynn, hand me the papers. Go get dressed. I'm going to go find a book that I think I only ended up tearing in half. And we might have some answers. And I think that's a great place to go to break.
And Brynn goes upstairs to. Brynn goes, yeah, thanks. And kind of looks at everyone and just.
If you want to rely on a book, fine, whatever.
Nope.
Sorry, Nish.
Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, if we will go to break, and we will see you all back in just a couple of minutes. All right. Thank you all. We'll be back in a few.
Are we back?
And
Are we
we
live?
are back. Yes, we are back.
We're back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
All right. So, I'm going to enunciate because apparently I've been quiet.
Yeah.
So here I am. So we left off.
Oh, thank you.
Brand book.
Yes. So Fran disappeared into one of the storerooms, one of the in the back corner of the furthest back storeroom, where she generally hides when she decides to not be observable, and comes back with an old journal. It was torn in half. She says, "This was Elias. This was his journal." Asima's comment made me realize that, yep, Asima, as usual, is right. And she opens it up. She kind of thumbs through a couple of pages, and what's written in there is not important. What I'm showing you is how many times hubris is written in this journal, the first half, and then the second half. He talks about hubris a lot. There's calculations that don't matter, and words that don't seem to exist, and that stuff doesn't matter. What matters is that I was a proof of concept, and he was happy about what he had created. As a fuck you to death. I myself am not a prideful creature, but I think it's safe to say, I've been in this antique store longer than just about everything else. Because everything that was here when I was first brought here has been sold, or is furniture and doesn't count. And what's the thing that just has always been here? We haven't seen it because it's been 2 inches in front of our noses. And is also anywhere from 7 to 9 feet tall.
Now, you see, Fran, we've seen it, and I can't speak for everybody else, but I've seen it, and the reason I have been trying to consider anything beyond that is because it seems like the end game of all this is these 7 deadly sin vessels getting destroyed. And I'm not too keen on that.
I know.
I don't want that either. Brynn is probably doorway has just came in just earlier, dressed, but just listening to it. I want there to be another way.
Maybe if pride is the key, the catalyst, the key, then it's not. Maybe that's not the outcome of this.
Maybe we just need you to start it?
What other outcome do you think there would be?
I don't know. Depowering her or something as opposed to obliterating her.
Well, we don't know what will happen, and depowering me would be effectively the same, for all we know. But you all don't get to decide what I do with this existence.
Too true there.
And if it means the end of the world, or the end of what I understand that I am, there's a lot more people that live in Brindlewood besides just me and us. So.
No, we don't get to decide. It's your decision. But do we get to care?
We're all upset about this, I think.
Well, I mean, We haven't had to destroy artifacts.
Well,
Just
I think it says it in there, doesn't it?
You know,
we've contained them so far.
well, actually, that is a good point as well. Though, is does the end result there actually for obliterating these things,
It
is
doesn't say.
right? So, no, that's a right fair point. That's not necessarily the outcome.
I just don't think that the right idea is to just instantly assume that Fran needs to cease to exist. I mean,
Well, I think.
No.
What?
nothing. Never mind. It's just sometimes you have bad ideas. Please continue.
Oh no,
You've been.
Stevie. I wasn't going to give a suggestion about an idea. But fine. I won't tell you.
I don't. That was uncalled for, Cyrena.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like
but-
that. I just know
but
that
Asuma,
sometimes you say crazy stuff.
It is not the time to be petty. If you have something that will help, offer it.
We are at the end of the world and all.
Well, okay, so I was thinking, if we don't think that the outcome is that we're going to destroy all of the artifacts, including Fran, then perhaps, given that the three of you need to do your wonder triplet power somehow and fuel something, maybe we're going to summon something. Just say.
We
Well,
don't.
whatever.
We don't
winds
know.
up being. Yeah, whatever it winds up being, though, we are going to have to do it. It seems like this is the path to take.
Let's go find a nice wide open space.
I have one point of clarification about this whole thing, though, because it says that these things all have to be activated at their full potential. Last I checked, it was all a bunch of people activating these things.
Well, I believe the instructions did say something about Sterling, Dalco, and Shipton.
Right. My question is, are you the ones activating these objects, or are you the ones doing the ritual once they get activated?
I kind of inferred both, but that is a good point.
There are 6 of us.
Well, I mean, there are 6 of us, but
But-
then there's also our friend Belfgor.
But, moreover, Franz needed to be a catalyst to this thing. You three are meant to contain all this stuff, and Asuma, I don't think that this stuff is. I mean, it's had some effect on you, but I don't think that it's going to be. All this stuff's going to be triggered by you on account of you not being human. So all that's to say is, if there needs to be somebody to actually activate all this stuff, I think I'm the narrowed down option here.
Okay. I think I have to set something on fire, though.
Yes.
The artifacts?
Okay, do we have the instructions written out somewhere? Fucking hell. Trying to like.
Players don't.
Players don't,
Okay.
characters do.
So Brynn will just leave them out on the.
Well, I'm
counter
asking
so
so that we can like go over it again. But I think, if from my understanding, we arrange these all. We draw some symbols. We do big circle. Put everything in the circle. Arranged a specific way.
Mhm.
3 of you stand in that specific way.
Mhm.
and then something big and magical happens.
Does that sound right, Ian?
Sort of the implication, from what you can tell, is that you put the artifacts, the antiques, in a big circle with whatever pride is in the middle, and then use the magic to empower them all at the same time, so that then they can be. The implication is destroyed.
Okay, so okay, good. Well, that simplifies things down on my end. So you three with Fran will be empowering these things and destroying them, and I guess Asima, you and I are going to be running interference if something tries to stop it.
And, Belphegor has implied that there will be interference.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
So we will open up the gate while you guys do your defense thing. Just like a classic video game. Which
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Lane Carnahan would know. But Cyrena Delco would not.
What? Where do we think is the best place for this?
Cemetery.
It's got a large space, and a lot of the rest of me is there.
I was going to say plenty of connection to you, so.
I've put
Although-
compost there before.
That might be just out of character for a second. That might be a bad idea.
Why? The dead are
Just-
already risen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but like if we're trying to do this in a space and you guys are trying to like hold down the fort and defend, going to a place where there might be more reason for things to come up might not be a great idea.
At this point, we're
think we're
between go to a
overthinking
second
it.
Yeah, at this point, it's go to a second location or have everything come to the antique shop and destroy it.
Also,
Fair.
Stevie, the cemetery is protected. It's sacred ground. There are things you don't want to come up. So,
All right. Well, let's get on to it, I guess.
Let's get to it. Y'all ready?
No.
Yep.
But let's go.
Great.
To the cemetery.
To the cemetery. Ba-la-la-la. And we walk, run, drive, skateboard.
carpet.
Carpet and end up somewhere random.
No, that's the flying.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, this is the
Asima, do
carpet.
not fly.
No, I'm saving my strength.
All right. We've got the backpack full of items. We've got chalk and or salt. We've got our supplies. We've got our people.
Do we have a snow globe?
He was
He's
done
not
with
in there
Snow Globe.
anymore.
We don't need it. If Belphegor wants to talk to us, he can show up in person, like a real demon. All right.
All right.
Okay. Let's just. I don't want to think about this too much, and just gonna start helping to get everything lined up and get everything drawn out.
Well,
Yeah.
I think
here,
Bryn's
Uh,
just setting things up.
Okay,
Cyrena, I think occasionally you have seen her go into the state of being more meticulous and less, flighty. She actually, in this moment, seems to know what she's doing and seems very certain in that as she's, setting up. I assume and correct me if I'm wrong, but I assume, Pearl and Cyrena are very similarly setting things up in a way, or at least like
I mean, Pearl's
Serena's
following
doing
the
it.
directions.
Yeah, we're following the directions.
Yeah. And what I mean by that is like in this particular instance of the like if there's a specific ritual or something, Serena is very specifically following that.
I think we are gearing up for the move called Big Magic.
Mhm.
Pearl,
sounds
as
like.
they're setting up, would just like to just say, well, if we three are the ones, I, you know, doing this ritual, putting in the magic for it, controlling the magic for it, then how are we not able, or how do we know we aren't able to protect Fran at the end of it?
You might be able
Try.
to.
You don't. Or you don't know. We don't know.
Exactly, and so I think that it's worth trying.
Theo and Asuma will protect us all from anything external. And whatever happens to me, happens to me.
Doesn't
And I'm
mean
okay
we
with
can't
that.
try to help you.
I know. This is where I'm out of character going to remind you some of the things you could try to do with Big on page 112 of the Monster of the Week book revised. I'll just refer to that page and let you guys review that.
I would have to pull up.
Where is it?
Yeah.
112?
In the revised, yes. Just to let you guys know, I'll just put that out there. Mechanically also, like, Fran is serving as a material component for the Big Magic. But I think when everything gets set up, Fran lays down, splayed out in the head magnetic north, because that seems correct.
Mhm.
And breathing, everything seems normal, but eyes and eyebrows are emoting of a very, like, she is, now that it's coming to it, is trying to not, wishes that she could not feel scared right now.
I'm going to nudge Asuma towards Fran as I prepare my stuff.
Oh, Asuma's
Over
already like.
Good. Well, then it's a simultaneous thing. Just like,
Like-
there she goes.
And she sort of like floats down and says, would you like a blanket?
No, I don't get cold. Did you ever read Peter Pan?
Yeah.
And did you ever watch the movie Hook?
Did I ever watch the movie? No.
Hook.
Robin.
Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman and
I think I remember reading the book. Yes, I've seen the movie.
in death is the greatest adventure. But I am scared of the unknown, and I don't know what to do with feelings.
To be honest.
I cannot hear you at all.
Oh, sorry. I'll be honest with you. death is actually kind of cool. It's another place, and depending on what you want of it, it's a paradise. It's hell if you think that that's what you deserve. I don't think you deserve that. It's a paradise. And it's nothingness if that's what you want. But it's going to be good. I've never been dead myself. I've sent. But yeah.
I am thankful for the time and the music that you have given me.
Thankful for everything that you are. That you have been.
Can you speak up just a little bit more?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
sorry.
I need a little bit more projection.
Yeah. I'm grateful that I got to know you and to pick your eye color. And to show you my favorite book.
I don't know why we didn't look at that sooner.
You know, I don't do this. I feel like this is like the best time I've ever done this. Which makes it all better, right?
Yeah.
Just makes it all better.
Okay.
So I have a calling card for you. I do have friends on the other side. And they'll find you a choice place in them.
Deal. Okay, we gotta fucking do this, or I'm gonna chicken out and run off into the woods.
Well, I'll see you soon.
I'll wait for you while you leave. Okay. Okay.
As Keeper, as this conversation is going on, I have to make a roll, but while I do it, I want to be preparing stuff and lean over to Brynn, who at this point, as far as I've seen, has not done like the big magics that I have. Big magics that I've seen, like that Pearl and Cyrena could do. Let's go.
Sorry. I was just going to say that's switched the videos around a bit.
Yeah, it did.
Oh well, anyway, sorry.
Sorry, I don't know what just happened. Give me just a sec.
Yeah, Karen might have gotten knocked, but yeah, we can talk.
Yeah, I'll just
can
keep
talk.
going.
Yeah, we can talk in the meantime. But yeah, just as I'm doing this roll, lean over to Brynn, who I haven't seen do these like big magics before, and just go, You gonna be good for this?
How am I supposed to know?
Well, like I said, looks like your uncle was relying on you, was preparing for this with you, so he believed in you.
Well, I'll definitely do my best.
I know you will.
And she like wipes some tears away. I think I've said this before, but this sucks.
It does. The whole thing does. But we're gonna get through it, and you're gonna get through it. All right? And we're gonna get through this with as little bad as possible, which is when I actually want to make my roll to see what is revealed about my immediate future, which I promptly fail, which means something bad's going to happen to me, but I do not reveal that.
boy.
Oh goodness.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, but now it's in the dice.
Yeah.
But yeah, but suppressing that, I will say to Brynn, like, it's been a rough everything. But you're still here and you're still pushing through it.
Yeah. This morning I kind of wanted to let the world end.
I get that. It's been nonstop, ain't it?
Yeah. And it's not stopping now. So I guess all we can do is get on with it.
For what it's worth, I know that he would have been proud of you for it. For not stopping the nonstop.
As they like finish up, fixing up the circle and stuff, Pearl like sort of gestures Cyrena over to Brynn and holds out both of her hands to both of them.
She'll take it, yeah.
Cyrena takes it.
Yeah. And Cyrena is just kind of like, we've been doing this, but she's been kind of keeping an eye on what's been going on, and it has been very quiet as she is helping prepare, and does take the hands or sort of group up with Shipton and Sterling.
Yeah, like if y'all didn't like join your hands as well, Pearl would like give a little nod towards your hands, and just give like both of your hands a good squeeze, and it's just looks at Brynn. Now listen, I know this is a lot. This is a lot of responsibility, and this is it has been the however long the last couple weeks, months at this point, I don't know. It has been long and nonstop and way crazier than anything I ever did in the 70s. But your uncle was a good man. He was a great man and a great friend, and he has faith in you, and I have faith in you, and God, I have faith in you too. And we'll look at Cyrena when she says that. I have faith in us. I have faith in us righting our ancestors' wrongs. And I have faith in us that we won't let anything happen to Fran. We are powerful. We are powerful not only alone, but together. Think what we can do. If we want this to end any sorts of well, we have to believe in ourselves and believe in each other.
I have always wanted to be part of Coven.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself. We can talk about it once we save the world.
But once we do talk about that, maybe well, Brynn, I can, maybe I'll read your cards after, but it didn't go well when I read Cyril's, and I really don't want the same for you.
So I'm assuming they're still holding hands, so Brynn will squeeze Cyrena's hand and go, let's worry about that after we save the world, huh?
Let's hope we survive, I guess.
Well, if we don't, then we won't have to worry about it.
One way to look at it. And Pearl will let go of their hands and just kind of pull them both in to like into her and like give the most like grandma of hugs.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love the idea of like a group hug and then us just kneeling down in the center of the circle, and like us hugging is when the power exudes.
That's the most
That's
anime
just the
shit
cu-
I've heard in my life.
Mhm.
That is the cutest shit.
Uh-huh.
Let me have this.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
This
So-
is some
Is
the
that you?
craft type shit.
Is that you starting the ritual?
Sounds
Well-
like it.
God, if not now, then when?
Okay, so what I need is one of you's making the roll for the ritual, and the other two are making a roll to assist. So that's a use magic roll, so it's weird for everybody. So whoever wants to be the lead, and then
Probably whoever has the most weird, right?
My weird is 2. So, Cyrena.
Your weird is more than my weird.
Sabrina's got 3.
Yeah.
11.
So we'll assist Cyrena.
I'm weird enough for all of us, baby.
I think it makes sense though, because
Mm.
yeah, there's a good arc there, right? Between last episode and this episode.
so the assisters both roll their use magics as well to see if they add to Cyrena's roll.
A sister. I'm so sorry. It's been
And that would
quite
be oh sorry, go
a
ahead.
time. No, please go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that would be if we get successes, I presume.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I can't fucking find my d20s.
I'll snap my pen into sword and just move into position with Asuma to field whatever comes this way.
Pearl, I hope you meant your d6s.
Yeah. That's why I was just like, it's not a d20.
I
don't
roll.
know.
You just be like, I rolled 40. You win. That was easy.
Yeah, Pearl comes in. All right.
So 5 successes for me.
No,
Without.
no.
Nope.
2d6. What's the amount you rolled?
Oh my god, son of a.
You're on vampire time.
All right. Well, let's
Yeah.
learn how to play the
2d6.
game again.
Or it's been a
It's
minute.
been
Or
a while, my friend.
are we playing Scion?
Oh.
See. That's I think what my brain was doing.
Roll
We've been playing
2d6,
too many games.
Roll 2d6 and then add your weird to that.
Okay. Woo. Damn. Okay. Do you? 6s don't explode.
No, there's no explosions.
Mm-mm.
Maybe if you fail.
It's just the
there's an explosion.
total plus your.
Okay. So that is a 15
Oh my god.
because I rolled.
You rolled 2 6s?
Yes. I wish that I could. It's very hard to see these guys, but
I believe you.
yes.
Mm.
I wish that. I think I dropped my phone, so I can't fully
You're
see.
good.
But-
You are good.
Okay.
I held
So-
it up to the light. I promise I can see at least a little bit right now.
What does it? What did we just tell you what we rolled?
Yeah, but basically, so
Plus your weird.
yeah, plus your weird. What did Pearl and Brynn get?
9.
9. Okay,
Nice.
great.
I got a 7.
7. Okay. 7 is success with a consequence, but for assisting, that's not really super narratively important right now.
I'll field the consequence with my roll from earlier.
So, for a roll that high on the ritual, do you want this happening faster or more careful?
Careful.
Okay.
Mm.
As much. No, sorry. Yeah, careful.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that couldn't be any better, actually. Okay, so what happens is basically your energy starts to pour out, and yeah, I don't know what you call it, like the power of love. Like, begins to
The power
pour-
of friendship,
the
Ian.
power of friendship, the power of they were roommates comes out of
On this Pride Month? Excuse me?
Well, and see, now you've done it again. So the Power You comes out into Fran,
It's just a rainbow.
who is Pride,
Oh,
and shoots out into 6 directions. And the artifacts the antiques all start to float in the air and start to spin in a circle, faster and faster and faster. And then they suddenly stop, almost like a roulette wheel. And 2 of them suddenly drop. One of them appears to be the book. And one of them appears to be the cane, which then a facsimile of what appears to be the Pearl's ex, but a very kind of like withered and ugly version of them, holding the cane. And they are now standing before you. Well, the book is not standing, it's just sort of sitting there. It's a book. And there they are.
You again?
Do you think
It doesn't speak.
they need to be destroyed? These, at least?
Yeah. I think we should destroy him. Again.
Well, Asima, Theo, until the agents of hell keep you busy, do you want to lend us a hand?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, Asma, you can go for it. I'll keep watch.
All right.
Who is going to act?
I'm going to shoot a firebolt at him with my red right hand.
At the
Left hand.
At Slothful X?
Yeah.
At the Slothful X.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah. So, rolling magic. Weird, I mean?
yep.
All right. And I can do some weird damage. So oh, okay. That's a 14.
Okay, so what harm does that do?
3 harm. Yeah. Hand wound.
Okay. So yeah, it does seem to hit him, and he looks very and it definitely seems to have an effect. So it kind of burns him, and definitely the cane itself looks like it's been damaged as well. And he will retaliate by pointing the cane back at you and kind of waving it, and you roll cool.
All right. That's an 8.
Okay. You feel like a wave of like tiredness come over you, and you are at like a -1 to all of your actions.
I'm at a -1.
Mhm.
Oh shit! For how long?
You don't know.
Uh-oh.
You've been slothed.
Aw, dip.
Oh.
Everything all right back there?
And that is,
just.
yeah, I'm
Go
gonna
on.
say that is when you'll see what appears to be a ring of flame starting to surround the area that you're in. Start to come up. And the syrup bottle begins to overflow and spill out syrup
Oh
onto the
no.
ground.
Is the ring of flames surrounding like the ritual, or is it somewhere else? Like stuff is about to pop into scene.
Like
Is
it's
the
right
burning
now.
of
It's just
fire.
surrounding the ritual.
Okay, I was just making sure. Like I didn't have to go like block something.
Right. Yeah. It just appears to be surrounding the ritual right now. But
All right,
just for right now.
let's go. Let's go.
Is it possible that we could fall into the burning ring of fire? Or
I go down, down, down,
Yeah,
and the
you
flames
could go
just get
down,
higher.
down.
and
I think
it
you're already in it.
burns?
That ring
The
of
ring
fire.
of fire.
Oh, the ring of
The ring of
fire!
fire.
Yeah.
The ring of fire.
All right.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring.
All right.
Sorry.
So do tacos, depending on where you get them. I'm so
Ugh.
sorry. Continue.
All right. Let's destroy some stuff.
Oh, we're
somebody
getting
else-
loopy.
Yeah. Like
All right. So these things in the circle are starting to act up.
I will say also, Fran, you do not feel restrained in any way.
Oh, I don't. Okay, great. I was like, I don't know if I should just stay here. All right, let's
Maybe it's a sumo wrestling situation? Like you just can't leave the circle?
yeah. I'll go ahead and
Well, unless Theo was going to take an action, I was just saying.
yeah, Theo, if you're doing something, I'll wait.
No, if Asima and now Fran are active in the circle, that's fine by me. I'm here to intercept anything that tries to interrupt the ritual.
Okay, well, I mean, I also could, yeah, listen, I'm gonna electrocute that. I'm gonna try to electrocute that, that cane syrup again,
All right.
cause fuck it. Let's kick some ass.
Your old nemesis, syrup.
Ooh. This is time for me to
I-
roll up.
I distinctly remember. I am so sorry, but I have to fucking do this small side conversation because so right before we fought the syrup, you said let's kick some ass. I said let's kick some Asima. And then we mentioned something of oh god, I can't remember exactly what it was, but we have had almost verbatim this conversation during that episode. And
Very
I
good.
just I need to express
Well,
that
first I
fact
have to
because
try
it's-
and strangle the syrup, and then I come to my senses and go, oh yeah, I could just electrocute it.
I was thinking that there's a nice mirror here.
Yeah. So I rolled let's see. Well, actually, yeah, plus tough. No, which would have only been a 6. So I'm using my luck, which makes it a 12.
Okay.
So I am going and using my energy pulse.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use the luck to deal grievous harm.
Which
Do
is
extra harm to it.
How much harm total?
Oh, hold on. I think that means I can do 1 extra harm. Let me see. Oh, I'm in the wrong section.
Because I mean, with the 12, you're already doing extra harm.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm using that's what I'm using it for. Like,
Right.
I don't care about. I'll take the harm, because I am tank. I don't have. Oh God. I have stuff on my hands, and
'cause
now
it-
I can't. God damn it. I need to find the fucking kick some ass stuff. Where are the moves?
Page 188 for kick some ass.
Okay, thank you.
It says like you can inflict terrible harm, you can suffer less
Yeah.
harm, you can gain an
Yeah,
advantage.
so terrible harm, that's just 1 extra harm, right?
Yes.
Okay, yep. So that's 2 harm. And that is close area animating force. So hopefully I'm not getting my buddies there with my 12. but the syrup that is all over the ground is absolutely continued to get charred. Going beyond just the caramelization, and we're just going for burnt.
Okay. So you will do 2 harm, or you will do 2 harm to it then? That's it?
Yeah, it's 2 harm, and
2
I
harm.
will take whatever harm it
And you
does
will
to
take
me.
3 harm back, ignoring armor.
Ooh. Oh, ignoring armor, even the fancy magic armor that
Even the
they gave
fancy-
us.
The fancy armor against
Well,
demons.
what the fuck good was that for then? Ow,
Because it's
what the
against
hell?
demons, not syrup.
Well, fine. All right.
You should have
Some
asked for
nature's
anti-syrup
own
armor, you silly
creation.
goose.
Ow.
Well, is this not demonic kind of syrup? Because it was made by
No, it's just
somebody?
it's just evil syrup.
It was just evil syrup before. Now it's evil demonic syrup. That's fine.
Well, I just gotta say, didn't Frager say that he made... Was it Frager? Yeah, he made all of these things. Frager's a demon, yeah?
Yeah,
Well,
but
Frager
Gordon
doesn't make all
also
these
made the
things.
wasn't
armor that
demonic
y'all
bef-
all took.
It wasn't demonic before. It is demonic now. End of. It's getting late. I want to like.
No, that's fair. I'm just trying to
So
advocate
the
for
syrup,
us not getting fucked.
the syrup is starting to fight back, and it's starting to like shove itself down Fran's gullet, and it's starting to kind of like you see some threads like stitches pop on her throat, and she's like, oh no, and it's like all getting electrified.
The syrup
Ugh.
the syrup and Fran have beef. Yeah, so
Vegetarian, and I'm not fucking scared of him.
so at this point, the clock will stop, drop down, and the Yeti will enlarge. And it
Oh,
will
no.
it will hop in and it will attempt to literally pick up Pearl and throw Pearl.
Can I, seeing now that like things have gotten extraordinarily out of hand, can I intercept?
Yes, you can absolutely. Whenever somebody is attacked, you can
That's a
intercede.
protect someone roll,
Yes.
I think.
Yeah. Yep, that's a protect
Yeah.
someone roll. I also get to mark experience because of my my move that I
yeah.
took for from another game book. That is going to total out to 11 for me.
11. So that will mean that you successfully block the attack against Pearl, but you will take the attack.
Okay.
But you can, with an 11, I believe you can reduce the harm it would do by 1
Okay.
if you want.
Let's see how much harm it is because I also have armor on already.
Okay, so it would do 4 harm. At
Okay.
that.
So I'll reduce it down to taking between my armor and the 11. I'll reduce it down to where I take 1 harm.
Okay, and it will throw you.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
just intercede, like throw my body in between Pearl and the Yeti, and then just Theo goes whoop.
It literally eats Theo.
Yeah. I'll just crash back down, stand myself back up. Ow.
Real quick, can we not do anything because we're doing the ritual?
Oh no, you are free to act. You started the ritual, so you guys can jump in,
Oh, great.
do stuff.
You
And
see,
I
that's good to
encourage you
know,
to do so because it is getting out of hand.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Pearl, it sounds like you have something on your mind.
Oh, I was just asking if we could act, and
Okay.
Brynn has
It seemed
something
like
on
you
their
had an
mind.
agenda. Oh,
yeah,
please.
Do
Brynn,
it,
go,
Brynn.
Yeah.
Get
What's Brynn got?
it!
What's Brynn
And
got?
I was thinking about doing this with I was waffling about. Sorry, I'm vamping while I go back to the right page. I was waffling about syrup, but then Fran had that well in hand, and it was great.
I don't have this well in hand. If you want to help, that'd be great.
I'm
should
not
be
sure if what I'm
pancaking
about to
about
do
syrup
to the.
instead.
I'm not sure if what I'm about to do to the Yeti it would be helpful or harmful to you. And so we're gonna do it to the Yeti instead.
I am a tank. To be clear, I am a tank. The
Yes.
reason why it was so upsetting that I took 3 harm is because it ignores my armor.
Yes.
So-
well, you're fully entrenched in syrup, and you'll see why that's important in a moment.
Okay.
So I think that right now all this, and I might totally flub the roll anyway, but right now all of this power is like flowing through the three of them, and Brynn's just looking at the field, trying to figure out what to do, what's going on, and then the Yeti goes for Pearl, and then Theo steps in and it tosses Theo, and I think she looks at it and just points a hand to it without thinking. One of the moves that I took that I never did anything with, based on, because I'm in the other book, the Tome of Mysteries. I was able to select telekinesis, what? Let me see if I succeed at all before I tell you which thing I wanted to pick. Okay. I need to add my weird to that, don't I? Where is... Thank you, sorry. 11? That's a success.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a big success too, I think. Well,
Yeah. Okay. So I would like to... You can tell me no, Ian, but I'd like to flavor something like one thing, but effectively one of the things here is something is hurt, 2 harm smash. But there's a different option that I'd prefer the flavor to be.
okay.
If that makes sense. Without really thinking, Brynn sets this thing on fire.
Okay.
Setting something on something catches fire is one of the options, but I don't really have any interest in it having sustained burning. So I'd rather do the harm if that's okay.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does, and I like it because I think fire will ignore the Yeti's armor.
Bro.
Oh,
yeah.
that hair is gonna go right up.
So it is literally, and to briefly out of character, this is why I did not want to set the syrup that is currently all over you on fire.
I would be fine.
But-
Listen, I'd be upsetting to look at, but it's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
it would be
jeez.
like a little hereditary moment, but honestly, it's fine.
So basically, in a moment of like panic, that, oh my god, it's going for Pearl. Okay, no, it just threw Theo, like just, and nothing comes out of the hand. The hand is purely like a somatic like reaction, but then as if combustion, it just sets on fire, and that is 2 harm.
You are.
Well
Okay.
done. Wow.
Now the
She's
now
just
the
like-
ritual smells of burning hair.
It also smells of burning syrup.
And then Pearl is just like, get him!
She's just kind of like,
You did it.
Serena's gagging. She's like,
Fran
Keeper,
is also gagging.
Keeper, do I have an opportunity to take my revenge for getting thrown, or do I need to wait a turn?
Well, my first, I'm going to do my keeper move, which is
Go for it.
The book, the burn book, appears to float into the air and kind of like flip through on its own, and just sort of like there's sort of an air of like whispers. And
Oh no.
everyone's magic is reduced by 1.
Bro.
that's rude.
Alright, we gotta fuck up this book.
I would like to big magic.
Okay.
At least I think big magic. Let me see.
Or you could just be a normal magic. In this case, you're doing stuff fast, so
Sure, you can tell me what it is.
yeah. I mean, like, just tell me what you want to do. I mean, it's a narrative game, so yeah.
Pearl would like to like jut out a hand, like she's kind of like forcing, using the force. She's like calling on something.
Mhm.
And she would like to summon one of the bones from a grave that belonged to one of the beings, the women that Fran is made of.
Okay.
And then she's going to like she's gonna stab the book with it.
Okay.
You're gonna
I'm-
Chamber of Secrets this bitch.
So many words. The only thing is
love it.
that I mean, if she can snap it, I'm sure it's not like it's kind of what a brittle whatever. But like the magic, it needs to make it sharp.
Yeah, bones are not that hard to snap.
Just break it, yeah.
Yeah, the funny thing about femurs is if you hit them from the side, they're pretty easy to snap. It's up and down their tensile strength is where it is.
Yeah, so you could very easily just snap a bone. That's
Well, I
Especially
mean,
that
that the point was just for it to be sharp and strong enough to stab
okay.
the book.
So are you using a kick ass to do that?
So am I using both, like to summon and?
Well, I mean, okay, so you are like, okay, so
Or is that two separate turns?
Okay, so I guess you're basically, are you doing this all with like the power of your mind?
Magic.
Okay, so
the magic.
I got you. I got what you're saying
Yeah.
now. So that'd be a weird roll. Yes.
Yeah.
Summon a broken bone, so it's already split.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
And then using your mind powers, stab the book.
And you said that we are down one weird?
Yes.
Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what everybody has luck points for.
Everybody. Oh, yeah. What is my? I don't know what my luck is.
So you
Do I
have,
have luck?
Yes, everyone has 7 luck. You have it's a limited resource. There are sometimes some advancements where you might be able to get 1 luck back, but it turns on your character sheet. It will tell you that you can mark luck to change your roll to a 12 or avoid all harm for an injury. So instead of like if you were to roll a failure, you could instead of marking experience and failing, you could instead have an automatic 12 using one of your luck points.
Yeah, cool.
Asuma's been using them like nobody's business. The thing is, once you've used up all of your luck, you are what they call in the business doomed. They also call it that on your character sheet.
So I got a 9.
Okay.
That's a mixed success right there.
Since it's the last episode, I kind of just want to use the luck and get the 12.
Fuck it.
I have not used luck yet.
So do you want to
send it?
Yeah. Do you want to use so you could like inflict 2 harm or inflict some kind of condition?
Does burning count as a condition?
Yeah.
I want it to burn. I want its pages to turn to ash.
Okay. I like that. So we'll say right now it is you'll inflict 1 harm, but the book is on fire, so it will continue to burn.
Yeah, she was inspired by Brynn. She's like, you know what? Yeah.
Burn, baby, burn.
So unless the book finds a way to put itself out. It is a magical book, but unless it finds a way to put itself out, it's just going to continue to burn each turn. And we'll say since it's on fire that its effect is going to go away for now. Because it's just the book is distracted.
Book.
All right.
Yeah, but I like that. I like this now for probably PM and Asima to jump back in and do something. Or Cyrena.
Yeah.
Cyrena, have you done anything?
Cyrena
I've
hit her
done
toe
so much.
again.
Cyrena has decided that she's going to hurt her toe. No, but she Cyrena has not done anything in combat. I will, however, go ahead and while all of this shit is going on, I would really love to, considering the sway and the sort of connection that we have, the book is still a present factor, correct?
Yes, it's on fire, but it's up.
Yes. Okay, it's still up. I would very much like to try to utilize my magic to, like, denounce the book, in a manner of speaking.
You're gonna hurt
Like-
its feelings.
Yeah, like we have,
Vicious mockery.
we're burning it, but at the same time to be like
We're burning it.
completely, yeah, completely burning it in the like the metaphysical sense as well. and, like,
Regina
the-
George.
First we
we're
burn
just,
it.
like,
Slut.
First we
Yeah.
burn it, now we roast it.
and then we roast it. Yeah, like just
Still.
sort of essentially making the book feel like it is completely irrelevant, does not matter whatsoever. I
You're
know
reading
that
it
sounds
to Phil. You're reading the book
It-
to Phil.
seriously, yeah, and I know it sounds fucking ridiculous, but at the same time, like thinking about this kind of book, I do feel like all of us who are the sort of ancestors denouncing it and saying that it is not relevant and is not valid is like the perfect way to absolutely destroy it, because this contains years of our ancestors butting heads. And so for all of us to come together and say, like, no, we are together in this means nothing, feels very strong to Cyrena. And so I would try to just completely invalidate and denounce this book.
Gotcha. So that's the philosophy behind it. What is it you actually want to happen mechanically?
I think that I would still like to do weird with it, because Cyrena's a strange little creature.
Mechanically, it sounds like you want to use magic or use weird to strip the book's power.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I want to, you have no power over me to this book, you know? Try some labyrinth shit.
Okay.
With the power of friendship.
All right.
Ooh, not bad. Okay. 11.
Okay. So
And I rolled it correctly this time.
stripping the book of the power, I think, will do another 2 harm to it. And as it is burning and being stripped of its power, I think probably at this point we can consider the book out of the picture.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a picture book anymore?
You know,
Nope.
The book is no longer flapping its book gums at people.
Yeah,
So
good. Yeah, burn books, fuck books. Cyrena's entire message of this whole game is fuck books. Nobody needs to read. Books are awful. We
But
hate
I-
them. Don't
Ig-
read.
Ignoring those chants, I do want to take my revenge on the Yeti that threw me.
We
if I
love
have the opportunity.
authors. We
I'll-
hate books.
I'll let you do that before we do my next keeper move.
Okay. Getting back up, I'm just gonna run up and then I'm just gonna wheel in with this sword, like just full, spin forward slash, like slam this giant sword right down on the Yeti. It's what I do best.
All right.
+2 for tough is a total of 12.
Okay.
And my weapon already does already does 3 magical harm.
So
At a 12, let's just add a 4th one onto it.
okay. So the
Just 'cause.
3 magical harm will get through its armor. So how much harm is that afterwards?
4 total.
All right. Yeah, you pretty much cleave the Yeti.
Yeah, just slam down on that thing. And yeah, cut in half.
Am I
So-
still under Sloth?
Yeah, you were under Sloth's power right now,
Okay.
but just to finish this out, yeah. So you've defeated Wrath with the not the power of friendship, with the power of
Nope. With the power
Wrath.
of
The
big
power
sword.
of this gun I found.
the power of Wrath.
Yep.
No, that's friendship.
Hey, you
Fight
fight
fi-
fire with fire.
Well, I thought it was sword, but yeah.
Fucking love that.
Close enough.
And my keeper move to make things much worse will be the arrival of the warden.
Wonderful.
He comes out of the fire.
I've been waiting for this guy.
No, he's mine.
He
He's
pops
mine.
out of the flames and the circles, and sort of what's coming out of the rest of the parts of circles. It looks to be a lot of these like little tiny imps, and none of them are quite attacking yet, but they will soon. So things are getting ugly. But yeah, so Asima, what do you do?
So, I want to break the sloth spell.
Well, there's one easy way to do it.
I would break the cane.
Yeah, you could break Sloth in half.
Yeah,
Mhm.
break that fucking cane.
Okay. All right. So I've got my axe, and my axe actually deals. I don't have my axe on me actually, but Asma has her axe. And it's 3 harm, hand, heavy, slow. So, I'm gonna go and just try to hatchet it down. Just
All right,
cut him up. Put axe up.
give me the roll.
All right, and -1. Oh wait, so that would be that's an 8. No, wait,
can
that's
spend
a
luck,
10.
too.
It's a 10. It's a 10.
It's a 10. Okay.
It's a 10. Yeah.
So, how much harm is that?
3 hand heavy slow.
Oh, that's plenty. Yeah, you cleave the X in half, going right through the cane.
Awesome.
It looks like Sloth was too lazy to stop you.
Thank goodness.
And Sloth is out.
All right.
Step up next to Asma. Want to fight some demons?
The warden belongs to me.
I can't promise won't take a swing on him, but all yours.
You can have a swing on me.
And
But
then,
I spend a little lot just to
and then so
Sure. I
for
got
my keeper stuff, you will see the original kiss fall to the ground, open up, and some sort of enrapturous demoness comes out of it, and will immediately look to Cyrena.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I was already like the second
Uh-oh.
you said demoness coming out of the chocolate, you didn't even have to use any magic on me. If
Oh,
that's
that
what's about to
She's
happen.
pleased.
And roll your cool.
It's not bad. Oh, I have a -1. 7.
Do you have a -1?
I have a -1 to cool. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't handle things.
You can't handle especially big, scary, hot lady.
Yeah, no,
7.
I don't handle women very well.
Yes.
My reaction is breakdown, so
7 normally you would take 2 harm, but you do have armor against demons. Hey, this is a demon.
Oh.
So you take 1 harm, and you are paralyzed with lust.
oh yeah, good.
So you are
Damn
just,
it.
you're thirsty.
Yeah.
Right. I think I'm gonna jump in here.
Say less.
Is there any way that I can disengage with this fucking syrup? Or is there any way that I can, like,
You can
I don't
build a
know.
sword.
I'm sure Huh?
You are kind of stuck in the syrup right now.
I am
Yes.
kind of stuck in the syrup.
So you
Okay,
would
I was
have
gonna
to
say
do
because
something to
like,
get out of it or annihilate it.
all right, you know what? I think Fran has Fran looks down and conveniently finds her giant sword because it is plot device sword. And we're gonna try and we're just gonna try and because viscous fluid, if cut through fast enough, does slice. And this is a charred viscous fluid. So we're gonna try and fuck this shit up.
All right.
Cyrena just said something in a private chat that is irreparably horny, and I am not gonna say go to horny jail because ACAB, so horny restorative justice. Oh
So-
my god.
Honestly, I
Bam.
should be in a horny asylum. I apologize.
Cyrena just went.
God.
Cyrena literally just went to horny jail, so we're good.
I'm
Yeah, it's true.
kicking ass.
I'm here now, currently, so I'm trying. I swear
I'm
to
kicking
God.
ass
I'm
with my giant sword. And that is an 8 total. That's fine. It is 3 harm, hand heavy, messy.
Okay. That will be enough harm to kill the syrup.
Great.
Which will do 3 harm back to you.
Ow! Does that still ignore armor? Please say no. I have that special armor that Belphegor gave me.
It's not syrup armor. We've discussed this.
Fuck!
What about her regular armor?
I do also have my bulwark.
This is
What
like
about the-
this is
what about
like
the plot
acid
armor?
syrup. This is like corrosive syrup,
Okay.
so it just kind of goes through your armor.
You know what? I'm gonna spend a luck to ignore that harm. This
Okay.
is the time to do it.
All right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Spending that luck, being greedy with that luck. You've
Well-
defeated gluttony.
Great. I go into a Vomtog guard at the demoness, and I'm like, you're fucking next.
Right. Keeper stuff. First of all, the gold coin, the original kind of wooden, that's not a gold one, the wooden token,
Oh no!
falls on the ground and starts to split and like kind of replicate into itself into a
I knew it.
giant facsimile of Fossil Rex.
Oh
Oh,
no!
not again.
No! Not Fossil Rex! Oh god.
And the warden will kind of produce what looks to be a large whip, and will attempt to snare Asima with it.
Can I intercede?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm going to intercede because I'm gonna mark and then clear my experience.
Are you gonna level up right now?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bud.
Okay, so I guess normally when I do a move like this, yeah, I just do the harm.
Okay.
So, yeah, it would do harm 5, and then it would like literally. Well, I guess you would roll you can roll your tough if you want.
Let's see how much I can reduce it down.
Yeah. And you have anti-demonic armor too.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't.
I was
yeah,
not.
where's the?
I was not in the room.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is fun. So I did not roll enough, so I'm going to mark another experience. What happens when you whip me? Like, is it just like a lash straight across, or are you trying to like pull me in?
Yeah, he would like basically hit you, and then like yank you out of the circle.
All right.
Towards him.
Yeah. So Theo goes flying, and hits the ground limp.
Wow.
Oh,
It's
shit,
the
yeah.
warden. Warden. Did you come for an ass whooping or just for me to kill you?
And
Which one do you
then,
want?
and then,
Oh,
and
there
then,
it
To
is.
do your
And
job.
then
My job.
Exercise your powers before these fools ruin everything.
What?
How many of
We're
your
not...
friends do I have to kill?
so at that,
Oh, you remember.
there's a cracking sound as Theo's bones reset as I spend this luck point,
yes.
clearing my harm tracker as I just stand back up in front of the warden and just go, gotta try harder than that. I don't want to take a swing at him straight in the face.
I fucking love the Chosen.
Okay.
It's such bullshit. Go.
Lucifer, I hate Messiah.
I think like Brynn barely had the time to like half call out. Just like
You literally just watch like limbs pop back into place as he stands up, and I roll a. I love being this outrageous. I roll a 13.
Okay.
Yes. Get it.
And because of what I took spending that experience, I am going to deal a grand total of 5 magical harm to him.
Okay.
What did you just take with this level?
Devastating for 1 additional harm.
Oh.
yeah.
How much harm? 5?
5
5
magical
magic.
harm.
Okay.
Fuck.
It does surprisingly less than you think. But it does hurt him.
Good enough.
You got his attention.
Good enough.
Okay, so for the rest of you, yeah, you got the warden up. Whatever these little devil tiny things in the circle around you that don't seem to be attacking quite yet. You've got a very sexy demon, and now a giant cowboy dinosaur. They're still up.
I am ready to actually pivot and take on that fucking dinosaur, animatronic to animatronic. I'll let the Sapphics deal with the hot lady. I was gonna have a big hot lady on big hot lady action, but like, fuck it, I gotta listen. This
Well-
is inner 5-year-old me's dream to fight a T-Rex. So
So
also
definitely-
like, do you want to completely incapacitate
This
half
is-
of the cast?
This is your fucking kaiju battle, dude.
Yeah. So definitely, probably Brynn and Pearl should have a turn because they
yes,
haven't
they
gone.
should. Yeah.
And Serena.
Well, I
is-
was just, I didn't have a specific thing. I just thought it was really funny because if 2 hot ladies were fighting, I think half the cast would just be like,
Yeah, it's like,
oh,
and
there's
they
something we
willingly,
need to
like,
do?
Oh no.
Can we throw more
That play out
oil
first.
onto you? Could we perhaps give you some water?
Did anyone
Should
make
we-
popcorn or?
Bring the
whole
jug.
fight just completely derails. It's Pride Month, guys. It's fine.
It's Pride Month!
Yeah, it's Pride Month. We don't need mats to cushion the blow of our fighters if they've fallen. We can just use our faces. It'll be
Jesus,
fine.
oh my god.
Um,
Fran
sorry.
probably weighs somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 pounds because she's giant.
Do
Alright.
it.
So
okay.
let's keep it rolling.
Alright.
I'm not a coward.
Before I do the thing, Cyrena, Pearl, Brynn, do you guys also want to kick some ass on something, please?
Yes. Pearl would like to just hit the shit out of the hot lady.
Yeah, with your walking stick.
Yeah.
Yes!
Just round her up and pop.
Right on the side of the knee.
Old woman beating a sex demon that's very niche.
Hey, listen, there's an audience for it.
There always is.
Okay.
And is that a magical beating?
What? Yeah, why not?
I mean, I think it should.
I'll
I think
take
you
a-
should.
Okay, yeah. We'll do a magical beat. Well, the sword is magic, anyways. Or the sword, the
Yeah.
staff.
I think that's how we've done it in the past, though.
Yeah. So that's. Wait, do I still have -1 weird? No, right? Because we
No,
just
no,
read
no.
the book.
Like the book is out of the picture.
Okay, cool. Then that is a 10.
All
Get
right.
it.
So you will bonk the lust demon.
Fuck that bitch.
It will
Bonk.
do 1 harm back to you because you have anti-demonic armor.
It's only 1 harm
It's only 1 harm.
because of the armor.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's 10 and it's 11 or above where we can start, like, that's the super success, right?
No, it's so 6 and below, 7 and 9, 10 and above.
10 and above. So
Yeah.
you can
Well,
do
there's like a 12. There's the extra cool stuff. but
Right.
I think it's
So you could do 1 harm and take no damage, or you could take the 1 damage and do 2 harm.
I want to do 2 harm.
Okay.
I want to harm.
All right.
harm. Yeah, on a 10 plus, yeah, you choose 1 extra effect.
Which no, on the same topic, it does not matter now. But for mechanics' sake, I should have chosen actually 2 options when I rolled an 11 on the telekinesis, so it could have set fire and been hurt anyway. So
Well, now we know.
something for me to keep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think,
Okay,
I think
sorry.
You did. I think you did like 2 harm to it, I believe.
Yeah, we did.
I
But
did.
we just
I was
flavored
just
it
saying,
like it was
yeah,
on fire.
it's flavored fire. Yeah, it's not mechanically catching on fire. So,
Yeah,
but
and-
it could have. So I'll remember that next
It
time.
did mechanically catch on fire.
Yeah, and I think I went ahead and gave you the mechanical effect on the fire anyway, and said like it ignored the Yeti's armor. So
Yeah, I'm not trying to retcon anything.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just pointing out a thing.
Hell yeah.
so yeah. So knocking some sense into the lust demon releases Cyrena. And Brynn, do you want to do anything?
Cyrena's still horny.
I think so.
Yeah,
If
Cyrena's like what spell?
Well, I got released, man. That's all I'm trying to say. You released me. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. We're closer than ever before.
I
Alright.
think that we've got Dino, we've got demons who haven't done anything yet, and we have sexy lady who's still there somehow, despite the number of people who've tried to. Actually, I think just Pearl's tried to whack the bejesus out of her, but
I mean, I'm sorry. What did you say? How did you say?
Nope.
Sexy lady?
No, we don't need it.
So-
We don't need a.
oh, I said it like
Someone
Gangnam
clip that.
style. If that's the question you're asking me, let's
Hey.
proceed directly past that.
We gotta
it-
clip that.
Brynn is historically has had to get very kind of creative in fight situations because they weren't a very fighty person, but she has just realized she can maybe doesn't have all the control over it, but can do things like set things on fire. She's not going to try that again because that would be a bit one note and boring. But I am going to try to telekinesis at the at the succubus lady, and I can we'll see what happens. So this time it's less of a instinctual reaction, and she's actually focusing, trying to use this sort of power, and we'll see if it works. It's another 11. I do know how to. Yep, I do know how to do math. So what I would like to happen, 2 things here. I would like it to suffer harm. I think that Brynn is just kind of going for vibes right now, rather than any sort of training or understanding of what's happening here. But she's like, I just want you to stay there. I don't want you to hurt anyone. I don't want you to touch anyone. And she's just thinking about it really hard. Now, mechanically, the two things this does is you keep it basically under your control. So in this sense, it's going to be that she's keeping it from moving or really like acting in any way that requires movement. And the second thing I am going to do, something is hurt, to harm, this time is smash. And basically, narratively, it's sort of a constriction, I think, because she's holding it in place so hard. And she's just like, stay.
Well, essentially, if you do 2 harm, you will kill it.
So she's trying to hold it in place, but she doesn't quite have a handle on her powers yet, and she squishes it.
Yeah. And yeah, it just, you don't know quite, like, it's a demon. It kind of probably vanishes, and you see the little kiss just
Whiff of smoke and ash or whatever. She's like, and just kind of pretends she didn't do anything. I think she just acts like that she was not involved in that whatsoever. Just
yep. And now,
Who's next?
whoever's next.
Cyrena, do you want to do
Cyrena
something?
Can act. We've got the dinosaur and the warden up.
I am going to I am the warden is a demon, we figured, right? Did we discern that? Okay, cool. So Cyrena, I'm gonna try to use some, I assume it's probably gonna be big magic related.
Actually, he's a devil. So.
Oh, come on.
Fuck you.
You
D&D ass
so-and-so.
bitch.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
no.
fiend, okay?
Come on, please.
Fuck
please.
off. Sorry. No, I love you so much.
We love you.
This has been a consistent problem that I've had for a very long time. I apologize. But I am going to try to connect through my ancestors to my tie that I have to Lucifer still, because that's not broken. That's still a connection that I have.
Yeah.
And so I would like very much to try to call upon that to like influence, if not completely like make the warden go bye-bye. Can I do that?
You can try.
He's mine, Steve.
I call upon the power of Asuma's X.
I call upon the power of my daddy, who can beat up your daddy.
Did you call him daddy because he pays your bills, or
Wouldn't you like to know?
asking for a friend?
Yeah.
Who is me? It's me, I'm the friend.
I'm just saying, it's a lucrative business. 9 plus. What would this be? Weird?
Yes.
12.
So I don't think you can easily banish the warden. But I think that you could probably, with this power, reduce his ability to keep a hold on this mortal plane. So how would you like to affect
I think that I would like to, specifically using that tie that I have to Lucifer, try to pull a little bit of the influence of that power, and sort of give like an innate or just like primal, in a sense, for this devil calling towards their home, if at all possible, like a dinner bell, but not necessarily for feeding, but just like trying to give this sense of like come home, this siren song originating from Lucifer and from the original source. So he's like distracted and 1 foot out the door, more or less, is what I'm trying to do.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to give you. Is it won't work probably on the warden, but it probably will work on the imps. So you'll see
That's helpful.
You'll see the circle kind of reduce, and the imps will start to disappear as they return to hell.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna start a kaiju fight. All in a onesie. And hope that this fucker doesn't ignore my goddamn armor. I'm not salty about this, you are. Alright. Let's kick some ass on this T-Rex with my sword. That's a fucking 12 on the die.
Okay.
So that's a 14 total. And you know what? I'm going to I choose 1 extra effect. I'm gonna force this thing where I want them, which is in the fire. Which I assume is still going.
There's fire everywhere. Yeah, probably at this point.
So, and that is 3 harm. And heavy messy.
Okay, so that's only 3 harm?
It's my sword.
Okay.
My big sword does 3 harm. I did not have the presence of mind to go, hey, make my sword do more or magic.
Okay.
To Belphegor. And I'm not gonna steal Theo's. He's using it.
So
I don't think it would go well.
Here's what will happen: is you will do some damage to it this round, but the fire will probably start to damage it the next round.
That's fine.
And it will take you into its mouth for 5 harm.
Okay.
As a kaiju does.
Ow. As a kaiju does. Okay. Hold on. Nope. There it is. Okay. Owie. Woo! Oh boy. Woo! I gotta start using my luck. Here's you just see Brand's legs out of the T-Rex's mouth.
The T-Rex with the cowboy hat.
T-Rex with the cowboy hat as the legs are just flailing. There's like one hand out, you can hear the other one inside is just like janking around in the machinery. There's a from inside.
Alright. Let's keep it coming.
Alright. I want to take a swing at the warden.
Good, because I was going to turn around and be like, are you getting in on this?
So I have a question. So I have 3 weapons. Can I use them all at the same time?
Or
can I
arms?
use 2 at a time?
You really want to go by Fucking eat the right rules. Like, let's
Not-
combine all of these
Not really. No, I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
and do a bajillion harm.
So much fun.
All right. So I'm gonna kind of walk up to him with my big. Oh, do I want my axe? No, my sword. And I'm like, I should probably say something witty and funny.
Wait.
But I really don't like cops. You understand, of course, I'm sure, given how unlikely you are. So, you asked me if you needed to kill my friend. No, the answer is no. But I would like you to just kind of straighten your neck a little bit, just so I can get a good swing on it. I'm saying it as I'm walking up to him. Like, I'm not going to stand there and soliloquy.
Yeah, he's sort of just wings flapping and becoming progressively more demonic. Probably because of Cyrena's spell, but just shut up and use your powers.
So, what? Just spend just one more little. How many do we have left? How many other left? I'm at 5.
How many?
What's the question?
How many luck are we at? Have I spent 5?
How many? No. So each character has 7 luck.
Okay.
So you have your own as well.
Yeah.
So
if you
I know
can-
we all. Each character has their own luck.
Yes.
There
so
is no
my
communal
luck.
luck.
My luck brings on Signs of the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it does.
Don't spend
Yeah.
your 7th luck.
Okay,
No,
so
you
I have
have
5,
fi-
right?
Yep, so you have 2
I have 2
remaining,
left.
but
I have 2
the
left.
7th one will.
Go
You
in-
know.
go
Bring
in-
about the fucking apocalypse, please, dear God! Don't do the last
we get the
one.
band ending that we don't get the season 2, where we get
Right.
the season 2 with very different characters.
That I don't want to do. So, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I feel like I can probably just kill you myself because I did spend some luck. I did ask somebody, I don't know who, honestly, I think it was really just coming from myself, maybe even my ood, that I would be able to kill you in all kinds of ways. Just a little extra. So so like I said, stand up straight, please. So I can get a good aim at that neck. Usually won't hurt as much. Slouching. Plus you. Good. So,
To reinforce the point, I'm just gonna go. Oh, come on, you heard the lady. I'm gonna take a big slash at his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody hit this dude.
Yeah, I'm taking a huge slash at his back, and that is 9,
I mean, it hits.
which is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, it's 4 harm magic because I didn't get the extra special bonus one. But really, like, I know it's not going to deal as much harm as I intended, but really, I just want to get him to straighten up with as I slash right down his spine so that she could take a swing at him.
All right.
like, does that, then I take a fast swing.
And I'm gonna mark experience because I'm acting in accordance with my fate tag as well. I'm gonna level up multiple times this one game.
So,
Ask him to take a
Um,
swing.
I did, and I got a
You got a what?
You gotta speak up.
5,
A
a
5?
5, a 5.
Sounds like a miss unless you want to spend a luck.
And oh well, no.
Just
wait.
don't spend that last luck.
This
It's
is
not
the
worth
only
it.
luck you can spend if you do
I
spend
beg
it.
of you, just don't spend the 7th one. Spend as much as you want of the rest.
It's not worth it.
I'm going to not spend it yet.
Okay.
You only got a 5?
Yeah.
Even with a +1 against the warden?
Oh no, I got it. No, I got it set.
So what's your tough?
My tough is 2.
Yeah.
I got. Oh,
Someone could help out. I don't know.
no. Let's see. I got a 5. My tough is 2. I rolled a 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
that's- all right.
Someone could roll
Is-
help out. If I wasn't in a T-Rex mouth, I would.
Yeah, if any of the other 3 want to roll help out, because I
Yeah.
just took a swing. I already used my
Yeah.
roll for a swing on him.
I can do that. What is the roll?
It's well.
Help out.
It's a cool
Oh,
roll.
it's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want me to help.
I'll help.
You're
I have
gonna
a
pay
+1.
Jack.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I have a +1. I think that well, we'll see if I manage to help out. Let's try that. 8.
Hey.
So I think that seeing the two of them kind of struggle to, not really struggle, but work on trying to get them this guy in the right position for Asuma to take him down. I think Brynn's kind of like not even is sort of like super clued into the battlefield at this point, not really even paying attention, just like narratively, just kind of like looks over and just goes, "Hmm," and he just shifts slightly towards Asuma.
That brings it up to 7,
Okay.
which is
All right.
a hit, right? No.
That's a hit.
Is that with succeed with consequence or?
I think it's consequence, yeah.
Yeah. So,
But at least it hits him.
Yes, it hit him, and it's 3 big sword, hand heavy, messy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
So you will do a harm to him.
Wait. How much harm do I take?
You will take 5 harm back.
I don't
But you
suppose
have
there's any
armor.
way to interest.
Huh? Oh, I
But
do.
you have. Yeah, you could intercede too.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm
3 harm.
I'm also going to intercede on whatever the armor does not absorb.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I'm literally built for this. Mark
The
another
tanks are
experience.
tanking.
Sorry, I didn't take any harm. Sorry, thing.
How much harm would your
I'm
armor
curious
absorb
what
on its
playbook
own?
that move is from.
2.
2. So I'll take 3 harm, and to answer Carolyn's question, it's from the protector.
Oh, okay. 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 I see you.
So then, yeah, I'll take 3 harm as the armor deflects the other 2 out of the 5.
Okay.
Theo's jacket and scarf are just getting like shredded as he just keeps taking hits.
No, his scarf.
No, it sounds so nice.
Me. Get the man more confused.
So I think. Let's see. So I think, yeah, Fossil Rex is just going to throw Francine.
Okay. A lot of throwing.
Yeah, just gonna yeet you for like. Would be 3 harm.
Uh-oh. I froze. How much?
3.
Oh, hold on. 3 harm?
Yeah.
Please tell me that does not ignore armor.
No, it's just being thrown.
Great. And the armor that I got from Belphegor does help with that, or is that only against demons?
No, it's only against demons.
Okay. Cool. Does Dynarix count as a demon? Or
No, he's a dinosaur.
oh boy. Okay. Okay.
Logistically, how many times can one person intercede on actions in
No,
a
no,
round?
no. This is fine. It's fine. It's fine. You just see Fran get ragdolled. She does not get up immediately. Takes her a sec.
All right.
Ian, my sheet hasn't saved my updates every time I've leveled, like the last 2 times. I don't remember for sure. Did I pick homeopathy? I feel like I did.
You did.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I remember you've used that before.
Yeah.
Can I go to try to heal oh
Fran.
my god, Fran.
Fran? Yeah.
Yep.
What's her bucket? The big
Whatever
one.
her name is.
The
Okay,
big
cool.
bitch.
All right. It's a weird roll. That is a. I can do math. It's a 7.
Hey.
Cause yeah, +1 weird. Okay. Choose 1, heal 2 harm, or stabilize the injury. I'll just heal 2 harm.
Okay. Great. Yeah, mechanically speaking, Fran never becomes unstable. She also has 3 more harm boxes than any other playbook. So when she's full up on harm, she just stops. Go to the hospital. It's just I go until I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 harm healed. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
All right.
And in doing that,
Cool.
it's literally just because homeopathy is funnily worded. It says you've always got some apple cider vinegar and supplements on hand. Pearl's just gonna reach into her bag and throw some like Advil at you.
But it's magic Advil.
Oh my god. Brynn,
Oh, you're
her the thing is the stitches have still popped open. She's laying on her back. The stitches on her throat are still popped open for up, and so they just land in her neck.
I cast over the counter drugs.
Oh god, I hate that.
I'm sorry.
Amazing.
I just
Over the counter. Yay!
I absolutely
Kobe.
have to mention the fact that I know someone, a mother, who very specifically has a like small Tupperware like in her purse at all times that is full of like anti-inflammatories and stuff. And she calls it her concoction, and she like knows exactly the right amount just by looking at the pills and like what they look like. But they're all mixed together. And I can just imagine Pearl just having this like concoction of all of these anti-inflammatories and just going, here!
Incredible.
Exactly.
All right.
All right. Let's keep
What's up
going.
next?
We're close to the
Yeah.
end of this.
We're so close. We're so close.
You got 2 enemies
Oh
up.
my god, we're so close.
All right. Fran's gonna get back up and is heading straight back for fucking Dino Rex.
All right.
Or fucking what is his name? I just called him
Fossil
Dino
Rex.
God damn it. Fossil Rex.
It really
Dino Rex.
doesn't matter.
Ooh. That motherfucker with the hat. And I'm gonna kick some more ass with my sword.
All right.
Okay. That is a 10. Yes, 10 total. So, I will inflict terrible harm, which is 1 extra harm.
Okay.
And so that's 4 harm total
All right.
with the big sword.
All right, and he will give you a dino kick back for 4 harm.
I have news for you guys. I have 4 health boxes left.
Your armor is going to absorb some of that still, because this is just a kick.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
It will. It's, I am at. I'm at 1 health box left, y'all. I think one of Fran's arms is hanging at a strange angle. She's there just standing like she's blocked part of as best as she can, like the sword is like in the T-Rex, in the animatronic, as they're just like in a standstill. Terrible.
Unless somebody has something very specific they want to do, I'm gonna look to Asuma, look at the warden, and look back to Asuma and go, "Do you got this?" As I see Fran go flying yet again.
Yes.
She's like skidded back several feet, like. Argh!
Great. I want to, if it's okay with you, Keeper, I want to take my bigger sword and just two-hand axe throw it over my head at Fossil Rex.
Okay.
Did it.
Lovely. That is going to total at 10, which is another 5 magical harm. And I'm at a distance, so this thing can't hit me back. So I just tomahawk this giant sword.
It's
I am outside of the circle throwing this thing.
it's just barely up, but it's still up.
All right. So yeah, I just throw the sword at the dinosaur that sticks in him. Look to Asma and go, "Great, you handle this. I need to get my sword back. I'm just gonna walk."
Okay, just be careful. Just be careful. So I turn back and look at the warden. And I hold my sword in my other hand with the red right hand. And I'm going to use the magic, not the sword, but I put the sword down at his feet. Just like the tip of it. Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
I can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And I know you want me to use my power, but I feel like the powers I'm going to use. So I'm going to try to set him on fire with my red right hand.
Alright.
So I'm using magic.
Mhm.
And the sword was just sort of as a focal thing. So that's an 8.
Okay. So that will hit him.
Okay.
And how much harm does it do?
That does 3 magic harm.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, he's hurting. And he's like he's kind of in the air, so he like does something similar back to you.
Mhm.
That will do 4 harm back to you. But you
Okay.
have some armor, right?
Yeah, I have 2 armor.
Okay. So you would take 2 harm.
And the demon stuff, yeah.
And the demon stuff, so you would take.
Oh, I didn't take that demon shit. No.
Oh, that's right. You and I, neither you and I did, and we're the ones that were
Yeah.
fighting him.
But you
Yeah.
would just
And
take
my
2.
harm, my armor doesn't stack either, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. So you would take
Right.
2 harm.
So I take 2 harm. Okay. Ow!
Let's see. I think there's something I'd like Brynn to try and do, and surprise, motherfuckers! It's telekinesis.
Yeah, throw that bitch.
Let's see.
Surprise, motherfucker!
This is literally like she's got like sparks and stuff, but this is one of her only offense things. It's one of the reasons I took it. Okay. Jeez, I'm rolling all right. 10.
Yeah.
So, seeing the opportunity, and I feel like if anyone looked at Brynn at this moment, I kind of clued onto this last round, but if anyone looked at Brynn, they're really just, like, their eyes are just like, that fight, and they're just kind of, not really chess piecing, but figuring out where they can take, where something needs help, or where they can take the most advantage of the situation. And she looks at this T-Rex thing with the sword in it, and she's going to use her telekinesis to twist the sword and cause an additional 2 harm. And then, as I have 2 moves when I have a 10 or more, the sword is going to yank out of the T-Rex and fly back to Theo.
Okay. Yeah, so the sword twists and the T-Rex kind of explodes into a pile of coins, like some kind of video game enemy, which then disintegrate. And
Scott Pilgrim ass shit.
got building that shit. So ends Greed.
And I'll just catch my sword in the air with surprise. Just,
And then
Thank you,
yeah,
darling.
So,
oh,
She's kind of, I don't know.
that was neat.
No.
There is a little box that appears in everyone's screen that just says, "Brynn noticed that."
which will it will cause this sort of the circle starts to waver with all the artifacts in it, or where the artifacts were. Now they are all conceivably destroyed. And
Brynn is very specifically not leaving the circle because I'm scared to do that.
yeah, and Fran, definitely you're taking a beating, but you don't
Well,
seem
listen.
to be dying.
I certainly am dying, and
Well, I
artifacts
mean,
need to be destroyed.
so whatever you're thinking, yeah. So, the warden will look over at Brynn and see you there, and will raise his hand and try to take a shot at you, Brynn.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Do it. Just do what you need to do.
Same verse, same song, different verse, bitch.
I took a protection move on purpose.
I think Brynn is, before any of this, sees this, makes eye contact, and just braces herself.
Yep. I'm just gonna pivot right in front of it for whatever it is.
All right. Well, how much harm can you absorb?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
He's got a bullshit.
It
chosen
doesn't matter.
It does 4. So I mean.
Okay. What exactly happens with this?
It's just he shoots flames out of his hands.
All right, cool. You watch Theo get like overcome with flames and incinerated as he drops to the ground.
Oh.
And after probably about like 10 seconds, like that ashy like husk like shifts as I spend another luck point. And I just stand back up, brushing off all the ash, and just go, motherfucker.
I don't think
From
I'll ever be able to get used to that. Oh,
Yeah, from behind you, you hear Brynn go, "Oh, I really hate it when you do that."
And ain't pleasant. And I'll look to Asma and go, can we kill this guy?
Bring him closer to the circle.
Alrighty.
I go right up to the edge of the circle.
It's whoever's
I will.
turn.
I will say, Cyrena will, like, seeing the warden and having the warden, like, shoot.
Oh, you just muted yourself.
No.
Dramatic effect. No, Cyrena is going to try to specifically influence the warden. And I think that since we're kind of, it seems like we're pulling towards the middle at this point, if I am correct. So I think that Cyrena would try to utilize magic to influence forward and like pull focus towards herself.
Okay.
Potentially still utilizing that like specific demonic, fiendish, hellish, what have you connection.
Would that be another weird roll?
Would it?
It's, I mean,
I mean, well,
What do you
It
what do
sounds,
you
like,
think
weird.
you're what is the aim like what are you trying to do here mechanically? Like
Yeah.
you've
I
told
mean,
the
that
fluff of
is
it.
that is what I'm trying to do. I just want to make sure that that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. It just you keep kind of telling me in this way that's very philosophical.
I'm so sorry. I'm so used to being like, I would like to try to do this thing in this particular way, but is it okay?
So then
But
what
yes, okay.
action?
Then yes, I would love to specifically try to influence this character, especially with my connection to the hells and whatnot, to try to get it to
So you're trying to
focus.
manipulate
You're
him, or
trying
are
to
you
use.
I'm,
You're
I'm
trying to.
manipulating.
you-
Yes.
Or are you trying to use magic? Like that's the thing.
Yeah. You're,
Manipulating with magic.
okay.
So whichever one is your strongest stat, go with that.
So I'll do weird. Ooh, nice. 12.
Okay. So. Yeah, you would be able to get his attention. Are you trying to do this mentally? Or are you just yanking him?
I'm trying to do it from a like magical standpoint of trying to create like a draw, more or less. If that makes sense, like compelling towards me.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you could start to kind of compel him towards you. Maybe by creating some sort of illusion or just something that's kind of like manipulative. It's kind of like
'Cause
calling
I'm-
him towards. I mean, he's probably
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
come
trying
that
to,
way
like-
anyway because you've destroyed the antiques.
Yeah, but like trying to pull the focus towards me specifically and away from all others. Just like centering
Okay.
myself as the focus.
So
I apologize in advance. I'm going to draw aggro.
No, that's good. I'm just
at-
trying to keep it away from anybody else for as long as possible.
At a 12, he will start soaring towards the circle. He's got wings, so here he comes.
Beautiful.
Oh,
And
look at
Ooh, he's
Asuma.
coming.
Just point, like, start jogging in that direction.
and it is his move, so he will. Yeah, he's coming right for Serena, and will
Okay.
attack.
I would like to roll to protect someone.
Okay.
I don't want him to attack her. I want him to attack me instead. Come on, RNGesus. Be with me. These dice have been very okay to me. Plus tough. Ooh, that is a 10.
Okay.
That means that he does the thing to me instead, I believe. Why did I scroll the wrong way? Manipulate. Protect someone. On a success, you protect them, okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get. On a 10 plus, you choose an extra. You suffer little harm, and impending danger is now focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy. You hold the enemy back. On a miss, you end up taking things worse. I am going to inflict harm on the enemy with my sword.
Okay. How much harm would you like to inflict?
All the harm that I can, which is at least 3 harm of the sword plus any extra you'll let me do. That's all that I can do with that sword. But it's
Okay.
the most dangerous thing I got, unless you'll let me do bullshit, which we haven't done that.
And that still means that you take the harm of the
Yep.
attack, though, right? Okay, so
I'm aware.
the harm of the whip. Basically, he was coming in to try to grab Serena with the whip. So kind of like you would probably jump, take his whip.
Mhm.
As he comes in, you hit him with the sword. The harm of the whip is 5, but you do have armor.
I do.
You will do You said you did 3 damage or 2?
It's 3 harm.
3 harm. So okay. And then let's see. Can you add any harm to that with that roll?
If you will let me, I could channel my my animating force, which does 1 extra harm. If you will allow it. If we want, I will spend luck for that.
Or can I move screw you? Oh, can I lend that 1 forward? Or help in some way with it?
I mean, you could roll to help out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm rolling to am I helping out or am I protecting?
I think it's.
I want to take this damage.
What is it, helping?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Help out.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll +1. Ah, it's 11. Whew.
So you'd
Austin
actually
has
add
no clue.
2.
Huh?
You'd actually add 2 to Francine's roll.
All right. So
Alright.
could we translate that, playing a little Calvin ball here, into damage from the sword or something?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I think it's dramatic enough.
I think as I see him like going towards Fran, I just like
Shove him onto my sword.
not today, Satan.
Okay, so that will end him.
And she falls. Face down. And that ends Pride.
Put her in the ood. I'll put her in the ood.
Hold on, let's see what happens. Oh, what's that? Hold on, let's see what happens. I'm tired. There's a way to bring her back. But if this doesn't end everything, then I don't know what will.
Alright. So
What happens, Keeper?
So, what almost immediately happens is there's just kind of an immediate like thump, as if a wave of energy kind of comes out across everywhere, and then there's kind of like a quiet, and then it's like you start to hear the birds again, and you hear about to say you hear the sun. You don't hear the sun. That's ridiculous. It's very late.
Maybe you don't.
We could hear the sun if sound traveled through space.
No, but you see the eclipse gradually starts to move. You feel the earth kind of settle, as if something lays back down underneath your feet. And a nearby creek flows with water once again. I suppose no more zombies.
Pearl.
Do they vanish or they just fall?
Yeah, I guess they just vanish.
Okay, good. I don't
Pearl,
want to deal with that.
Like holds out both of her hands for Curry. I need both of you. Cyrena.
Yeah.
And takes both of their hands. And so we're gonna do resurrection. I'm guessing it is big magic, so Cyrena can do it. We can assist.
Yeah, totally.
I also
You
have
have the-
+3 weird, by the way.
I do too.
I mean, you can join in. You can channel your magic.
Anyone can do big magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I have a
I'm
minus
sure as
1. I'm
hell.
not going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the most you can get on assist is like a +3, but like, for flavor, I mean, anybody can jump in. And it helps if, like, one of you fails, like, that, you know, you can still get your bonuses.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah. I rolled a 6. On a miss, I choose one of these. Do I still get to mark experience because it was a miss?
Why not?
Luck for this?
No, I don't want to use it. It's fine. All that luck would do is give me is mark experience and pick any of the options below 7 of any of them from the list. So no,
You can pick the nicer ones.
Yeah. I am honestly, I'm going to say my revival satisfies an ancient dark or terrible prophecy. Cause fuck it. Why make this easy on myself or any of the rest of us? I want to ensure that this is easy to do.
You're not there.
So the mountain settles, and Fran stirs. And...
You're
Whoa!
different.
Oh.
Did we lose?
No.
No. The world's
Can
not
we get
ending.
shawarma?
Yes.
I need extra tomb on mine.
All right. I'll make you
Okay.
some. I'll conjure some for you. So
Go
you
home.
remember
What the
who we all
fuck?
are?
I'm breathing.
Oh. That's new.
Did you know that there are muscles in the skin? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Wait,
Usually,
no,
yeah.
no, I didn't know that. That's insane.
Yeah.
Next thing, you're gonna tell me that your skin is the largest organ in your body.
Actually, never mind. Can we go home?
It is.
It's
I
really
think we
only
can.
humans.
God, my eyes are weird. Oh my god. Can I get... How do you do this?
Practice.
We've
It's
got a lot.
hard,
Hand out.
honestly.
Okay.
You're so beautiful.
Covered in blood. Gorgeous.
Some people are into that. Don't judge.
Oh, that was not a judgmental tone. I
Okay.
apologize if it sounded that way.
I think as everyone's starting to adjust, Brynn, who has been sick this whole time and also used a massive amount of power, just kind of leans, like almost full weight, just leans on Theo. And just goes,
Another pop-up on the screen. Fran noticed that also.
I did it.
Yeah. Did it.
You only died twice.
Theo just staring at the charred circle that contained the sum total of his purpose.
So let's all go get shawarma.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Austin's got some good recommendations for that, I think. You took me to this one place years ago. God, years ago. I don't remember. It was just the absolute best. Remember after that concert and like you just talking as they like
As we like walk away.
Who's driving? And yeah, it's just kind of this fade out as everyone's
Yeah.
chattering.
I'll
Ian, do we roll
drive.
credits?
Yeah, I
Cyrena
think that-
just like twirls her hair and it's like, you know, I think that everything is gonna be okay. Nothing bad's gonna happen again.
You just reach for her hand. We all reach for her mouth to cover it. Like,
I can't see anything anymore,
Fran
so that must
reaches
be
over
a
with her
good
bloody
sign.
hand and is like, no.
No more visions. No more bad things.
Shut the fuck up.
Gonna eat
Yeah.
so much hummus.
Yeah, we'll just walk out. I'll help the, like, barely standing up Brynn out as I just ponder what it means to be a chosen one without a prophecy anymore. And yeah, I'll drive.
Am I so giant?
Yes.
I think maybe you're like definitely among the taller of the average human range.
I'm still a very, I'm a big damn bitch still.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 feet tall, you're 6 feet tall.
6.5.
All right, they walk into this sun exposing itself again.
Yeah.
The sun which we can hear.
that's the weird part. That's the terrible prophecy. Now we can hear the sun.
It's screaming.
The sound of the sun and the light of the birds.
Here comes the sun.
And
It sounds like George Harrison.
the sweet smell of the clouds.
Mm.
Do it.
And the taste of the, I don't know.
Grass.
Petrichor. Sure.
So, yeah, that's probably where we should
Holy
stop
shit.
because
We went so much longer than we anticipated.
Yeah, well.
I was supposed to die 2 hours ago.
Read.
Yeah, we had to fight.
Thanks for existing with us in this space. All of those here now, and all of those in the future.
Hey, Ian.
no.
Thanks for running the story.
Thank you.
It was really
I
amazing.
love you. You're
I
fantastic.
love you, bud.
I do my best.
I want to be better PT when I run. If I fucking run it. It's still amazing.
I created a character that was narratively and for my own sanity meant to be in and out, and I did have to miss a few. Such is the nature, but like, I was like, don't want to keep coming back. This is great.
Yep.
This is now one of my favorite
Yeah.
games. So thank you everyone for being a
I
part
think
of
Theo
that.
was supposed to
Yes.
miss a bunch too, and then
Oh,
just
yeah.
That's
didn't
true,
ever
and then Theo
again.
became.
Yeah, I wound up just having a late arrival, and then I'm here for the remainder of the season. It's like,
Yeah.
no, there's no point here where I can leave.
We just
Yeah.
love it because, God,
We all
you-
just absorbed us.
found family, man. That's the
Happy
shit.
Pride Month, y'all.
Happy Pride Month.
Right.
You are fantastic. If you haven't come out yet, you're fantastic. If you have come out yet, you are so brave for everything
Valid
that
as
you
fuck.
do. You are valid as fuck. You deserve all the love in the world. So, thank you. And we love you.
We love you. No shit.
Absolutely, we love you. And
See you in season 2.
see you in season 2. And thank you, Evil Hat, for making games that
Are fun.
honestly
Oh my God, yes.
almost run themselves, to be honest. Like, it makes my job very easy.
You have to turn on gestures.
I'm just doing it for the hell of
Yeah.
it.
I'm just- we're
Is it
doing-
do I get extra points for having a bloody hand when I do it?
Yes.
Yes. On this
All right.
channel? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Good night, y'all. We love you.
Good night,
Love
y'all.
you.
Good night,
We're
friends.
going to McDonald's.
Yeah. No, we're getting shawarma.
Yeah,
We're going to
Shawarma.
Taco Bell.
We're getting shawarma.
We're getting a McShawarma.
We're going to Arabic McDonald's.
Yes.
It's a shawarma place that is run by Jin. They
Yes.
shawarma.
Iconic.
See y'all soon. Thank you.
Push the
Bye.
button,
Love
Frank.
you.
Thank you so much. Oh my